good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at. Ah. I hope you like this place that I picked up for you. It's a very nice place, and it's very perfect for this early morning because I literally just rolled out of bed, and I hopped on, and I got dressed, and I'm ready for the day. Ah. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Maldorin. Good morning, JK. Good morning, Edge. Yes, yes, yes. Please have a seat. Make sure you have a little macaron here that we have planned for you. Yes, yes, yes. Smis, very witty. Yes, I was trying to be witty, but then I was starting to think that maybe it sounded a little bit more dad jokey than I thought it would be. I don't know. You guys are kind of rubbing off on me. Your dad jokiness is getting to me. This place is very fancy. Oh yes, I love all the fancy tea places. Good morning! Good morning, Vindicta! Good morning, Mikashi! Good morning, Jackus! Ah... yeah, so I thought I should have a little bit of tea time. Because I feel like it's a really good opportunity for us to get to know each other. And I get really nervous about getting to know other people, which is why I think that this has always been like the best environment. Like every single time I want to meet new friends, I invite them to tea. And if they don't like it, sometimes we just don't vibe as friends. And then if they do like it, that's when we become really, really, really great friends, which is really cool. I remember I was trying to make friends before when I moved into a new area, and I didn't know how to do that. So I ended up downloading an app, and it's kind of like what people call Tinder but for friends. I think it was a different thing though. It wasn't Tinder, it wasn't Bumble. It was a thing called like Vino, which was specifically to find friends around the area, which is kind of weird. But I ended up matching with this girl, and she was like, okay, so where do you want to go? Where do you want to hang out? And I was like, do you want to have tea with me? And then she agreed, and so we went. And I found out that she was a really, really big tea person. Like, she gifted me tea after we had a tea party, and then that was the start of a beautiful friendship. Good morning, Miss May. Good morning, YT Borg. They turning into a dad. I didn't expect that I would turn into a dad, but I feel very happy that I am starting to get a little bit more masculine energy inside of me, because every single person needs a little bit of feminine and masculine energy. Yes, yes. So are those blue butterflies just upkeeping the place? They seem like a very nice cafe. The purple flowers remind me of the ceiling. They remind me of lilacs. Yeah. We have some wisteria and lilacs, and the butterflies really try to spread all the flower seeds around. I don't actually know if that's what butterflies do, to be honest with you, but that's what I like to think. They spread the joy of flowers. Hi, I'm Lee. I'm a guard of a left tower in Whiterun. I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee. I totally believe it. I totally believe it. I hope that you enjoyed listening to the background music, by the way. I saw that it was very good for your character. Platonic, no romance in this app. Yeah. I didn't want to risk downloading an actual... because there are some dating apps, right? There's some dating apps that allow you to look for friends and dating. But that's a little bit too risky. I don't want to come into some sort of event and then they're like, yeah, I want to be friends, but in actuality, they weren't looking for friendship. So I ended up just trying to find something that was specifically for that. It was very unfortunate though, because the app isn't very popular. And I don't know if a lot of people still do it, but I wasn't really able to find a lot of people that I had a lot in common with. I don't know, like, I know that it's very good to make friends with people who also have very different interests from you, but it's a lot more easy to do that when you are in an environment where you have tons of people that you could kind of bounce around with, not one-on-one, you know? Not weird at all. It's hard to make friends as an adult, so it makes sense that an app would help. Yeah. A lot of people also have recommended too that if you want to make friends in a new area or just want to make new friends in general, you should try to find like a hobby to go into. Like, I don't know, like an archery club. But I didn't want to pay to go into an archery club just to make friends, you know? Definitely learn archery though, which is cool. Nicola, level tea person? Tea. Tea, wait. Do you guys have a favorite tea? Let me pour you some tea. There is a dating app in my country which translates like elite partner, and it has an emphasis on higher standards and being noble-like. That's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like there could be a lot of potential problems with downloading an app like that. The one thing that you want to be very, very aware of when trying to download apps for friendship is like how it's marketed, because if it's very like elite-like partner or higher standards and being noble-like, you might be able to find people like that. But also, you don't want to find somebody who just wants to ignore others who aren't the same as them. You want to be able to find somebody who is curious about, you know, multiple different interests. Somebody who I guess cares about other people other than status, you know? I would personally feel very wary of downloading an app like that, to be honest. I mean, unless you're trying to look for some sort of like rich person and you're like a sugar baby or whatever. Yeah, it was a great time. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you had fun. Hello, Nas. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I just had the same friend I had for 22 years now. Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome. I love that. I know they say that, like, friendships in high school and colleges don't necessarily last, but it's always a cool thing when you can stay connected with each other and you can still talk to each other. I know that with some of my friends, even though we don't really talk to each other anymore, I'm still very happy that they invite me to Friendsgiving. So they always have a Friendsgiving every year where we keep up to date with things, and I've known these guys since high school. And we always have some sort of like white elephant because it kind of hits two birds with one stone in terms of Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that stuff. So we always just get like really cool gifts for each other. Like, I remember the first time we brought a Friendsgiving thing, I got my friend this, what's it called? You know those, like, big drinking horns that Vikings drink from? Yeah. I got her, like, I got a big drinking horn, and it's a white elephant, so it got passed around twice. And then the one last year that we had, they had this weighted blanket. It was funny because, like, all of the gifts were starting to become more and more adult, and I'm like, where are the cool gifts? Why is everybody buying useful things? We're not supposed to buy useful things as an adult, right? But I guess an anxiety blanket would have been a really good gift for all of us. Mayday, hi Muleware. It's nice to see you. Good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Should I get biscuits for the tea? Yes. Please get some biscuits. Earl Grey. Okay, Earl Grey. I'll get you some Earl Grey. My favorite tea, actually, I have two types of favorite tea, which is really dependent on if I want it caffeinated or non-caffeinated. The first tea is matcha green tea, which is I feel like it's a standard. It's a pretty good standard. It allows me to become more alert in a very slow pace compared to coffee. And I also enjoy vanilla rooibos tea, which is more of a vanilla sweet type of tea, but no caffeine, and it still tastes very, very good. I love your top. Thank you so much, Muleware. Thank you. Status seeking lame. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't say lame. I think it's more so of the fact that, you know, if you are somebody that is looking for status, I definitely know that you have specific insecurities that might not be the right fit for my life, you know? You want to be able to find somebody where you don't feel jealous of anybody, you don't want to one-up each other, you don't want to feel like it's a competition or you're trying to get somewhere, you just want to actually have to enjoy each other's company. I have to go write an exam in an hour. I can't watch, but have fun with tea and yapping. Thank you, Sakri. Good luck on your exam. You got this. You got this. You're a very smart person. I trust. The drinking horn is actually awesome. Yeah. Yo, hello everyone. Hello, Pancho. It's nice to see you. White Elephant is so fun, especially with the gag gifts and stuff. I got a rice cooker last year and honestly best present. Heck yeah! Oh, honestly, that's kind of where I get like my specialty items, right? Like in my household, I have very specific specialty items, and I wouldn't really consider buying it, but now that I have it, it makes life so much easier. Like oh gosh, like what was it? A bullet blender? Yeah, I never realized I would be so excited for one of those bullet blenders. Oh man, I feel so old. Hi Oleg, nice to see you. Don't wear dolls, I still buy toys for my friends. Heck yeah! Weighted blankets are nice. I have one. I really want one. I really want one. I'm more of an iced tea kind of guy. That's okay, it's still tea. Like a peach tea? Peach tea is very nice too. It's very good. I regularly buy Legos for my brother. Heck yeah, I got super into Legos recently too. May, is there a reason why you like purple, lilac a lot? I think it's a very feminine color, but like, it's also a mysterious color. It's like the masculine version of pink, except it's not because people use purple for other things. I don't know, like it's nice in between of a blue and pink, I think. Hi Magic! Oh no, I don't think you missed anything. We just yapping here. We're just getting settled in. I noticed your ribbon is jiggly today. Ah, you guys like my ribbon? Oh, it's a very cute ribbon, isn't it? Ah, hello Sub! Nice to see you. Yes, this is my tea time dress. We got a special dress today. Setting it for bedtime, so having jasmine tea here. Oh, Kuyomi! Jasmine tea is very good. Have you guys ever seen those types of tea where you actually put, like, the flower inside of it and it blooms? I've never had that before because I would consider that a very luxury type of tea. But I definitely want to have one of those. It looks very cool and it's very aesthetic. And you know, I love aesthetics like that. Exactly how I feel about the rice cooker. Laughed at first, but I use almost every day now. Heck yeah! Now you don't have to make rice through a boiler. I always was very surprised when people made rice through boiling it in a pot, which apparently it's like a very normal thing to do. But like I have always had a rice cooker my entire life, so I don't know, it was very unfamiliar to me. May mysterious? MAEFAE got that, or I don't know about that. I don't think I'm that mysterious, guys. Though I think it was very funny because the first time that Addie got super drunk and we just got to know each other, she was complimenting everybody like usual. And she was like, "Oh, MAEFAE is so mysterious. Like it's like I know that you're all happy and cheerful, but there's a mystery about you." And I'm like, there is absolutely nothing mysterious about me. I'm just really shy. Bro had to point it out. Oh my gosh, wait, Kai, listen, Kai. I got your tortilla blanket. I got it last night. It came through the door, and I was so excited. I got the tortilla blanket, and I wrapped my cats around it. They didn't like it, but I love it. I love it. It's so good. It's so nice and warm, and I feel like a Mayrito. Maybe I'll take a picture sometime, but it was really cool. Oh. Hi Nicola, nice to see you. Never see you wearing it casually. Yeah. I got a little bit sick of my outfit because you know that outfit that I always wear? That's like my work outfit. That's my sleep outfit. I don't like sleeping in my work outfit, so I felt like I should change for a little bit. The only tea I really like is lemon tea, and I usually only have it when I'm sick or something. Really? I think maybe you haven't tried different types of tea yet. Like, you need to expand your tea horizons. I think that's the problem. It blooms. I need to see it. Yeah, it's really pretty. I don't know if it's like a Chinese type of tea thing, though. I thought it's not a tea party. It's a wedding day, definitely. A wedding day? Who's getting married? Mysterious. Let me see. Drinking with The homies is always a good time. Heck yeah. Cat burrito, a wrap. I'm glad you like it. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, very, very grateful for some of the people who got me some gifts. Those are the stuff that I usually kind of like put on there because I would never buy it for myself. I'm a very stingy person, if you guys don't know. Like, I usually just buy the necessities. Like, I don't really buy anything. The only thing that I probably splurge a little bit on is going to the spa. But that's because I have a very nice agency that gives me a mental health stipend every month. So, fun fact about Aegis-Link is that they give us a mental health stipend every month, which is really cool that we could, you know, spend it on things. We can spend it on anything, right? We could spend it on a therapist, we could spend it on whatever, just as long as it's related to improving our mental health. And I decided to spend it on spa days. Which I think is really good for mental health, to be honest with you, because my problem is that I don't go out enough. I don't see the sunlight enough. I don't physically get out of the computer screen very much. So I need a time to decompress and sweat and be with a bunch of old ajumas in the spa and relax that way. Stingy, yeah, a little bit. I usually only buy necessities for me, which is like a good and a bad thing because I don't really go out to like dinners much or get the opportunity to travel like the world as I would like to. But that's why I work for it, right, guys? I work to be able to travel, and that's my traveling time, working and traveling at the same time. What about some mind-soothing medieval torture? I think that if I find a museum for that, maybe I could do some soothing medieval torture, but they don't really have a lot of that around the area. Books for a week's cruise to Bahamas. What is good for my mental? Yeah. I don't think the mental health stipend would be enough for that. I love collecting stuff. Full on rodent life all the way. Heck yeah! I wish I could collect things. I used to collect ramen bottles and Pocky boxes when I was younger. But my parents thought that it was trash and they threw it away. I was really sad about it. I lined them all up like in my window too. Like I had a bunch of shelves when I was younger, and I tried to do that. But they were like, nah, this is just organized trash. Why did she pile it up like this? I was really upset. I wanted to be a collector, but it didn't work out that well. I swear that a giant cat plushie would increase my mental. Yeah, let me get a Kuromi plushie. Yeah, I'm a Kuromi girly, guys. You know how a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm a cinnamon roll girly, I'm a Hello Kitty girly, I'm a Kuromi girly. I need more Kuromi to feed my mental health. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. I'm trying to catch up with your messages here. Hi Mac! Sunlight, is that a new Pokemon fad? I think so, now that it's getting warmer. Honestly, sounds like such a good way to distress and just chill. Yeah. Even if it's just like by myself, honestly. I think that a lot of problems with mental health things is the fact that you can talk it out with a therapist too, but some people need like the opposite type of thing. Like sometimes people just need to turn their brains off. Like off. Like no thoughts, no nothing. Don't even think about it. And this is the same exact way with like something like social anxiety too, right? I've always had social anxiety growing up, and I always say that I'm getting better at it, but I've always had social anxiety, you know, kind of going through life, and I've been trying to unravel that recently. And what I've learned is that it's not about trying to think positively about it, it's literally just about turning your brain off. And I've had this conversation with Fish before as well about, you know, how she's able to talk to so many people and make friends, and literally like she just doesn't think about it, you know? You know, like sometimes she jokes about it. She's like, yeah, like I'm literally like a straight white man. Like I don't think any further. I don't do anything about it. And I'm like, huh, you know what? That's right. And then I started listening to a podcast, and they basically said that if you are trying to get more confident in that sort of thing, you don't think positively. You don't think negatively. You just don't think. You just do. And if you make a mistake, you apologize. And you go along with your way and not beat yourself up about it. So that's exactly what I have been trying to do in most social situations. Let's see. Sorry I'm late. That's okay, Fox. That's okay, that's okay. I'm technically not late in things, but I always start 10 minutes late for the people who hop in a little bit later, you know? You can start with secondhand books. They're relatively cheap, and at the end of the way, you will have your own library. Oh, so this is not sponsored, guys, but I enjoy reading books. I used to enjoy reading books a lot. I haven't got the chance to do it recently. But there is a website called Thrift Books, and if you enjoy reading, you can get a lot of these books at a really good discount, like $2-3, because they're usually books that people give away or they don't read anymore. And they're secondhand. Some of them have writing on it. Some of them have ripped pages, but they're usually still very, very good, and it's really nice. It's really nice. I'm a MAEFAE guy right here. Batsmaru was more of my vibe. Oh, Batsmaru! Yeah, Batsmaru is very cool too. To be honest, I've never been on a cruise. Been invited many times. I really want to go on a cruise again. I've been to one when I was younger. When I was very young, my parents took me to one and I had a very good time, but I wasn't adult enough to be able to really enjoy it to the fullest. Social anxiety doesn't think, listen to podcasts. May a straight white man version. No, I'm just an old man. Like that's what it is. What? Wait, thank you so much for the tip, Matthew. Thank you. Yeah, turning my brain off is exactly what I need. I overthink about things and it causes me problems. It's so thankful for Fish helping with that. She's a role model for me. Yeah, she's a really great role model, guys. You know, like everything that comes to her is so much deserved, and I wish her all the best and many more as we grow together in Aegis-Link. I like the new setting and fit. Thank you, Mango. Thank you. Yes, we're all having a very good day here. The first thing I see when I open Thrift Books is Twilight. Heck yeah. It knows its target audience. Counting down the days until I start the Adult Summer Reading Challenge from the local library. Actually going to try it this year. Heck yeah! I would love to go to a library. I haven't been to one in a while either. It's good if you reflect on yourself here and there for improvement, but you shouldn't... Yeah, I definitely... I agree with that as well. I would say that, like, the problem that I have is that, like, I mask a lot, and you know, I'm trying to get to the point where I feel more comfortable in myself, that I can show my true personality to people, because I believe that my true personality is very good. I like myself. I like myself very much. But I've always grown up in an environment where reputation is everything, and you know, looks are everything, like trying to put up a facade and stuff, and it's always hard to break out of that when that's kind of the environment that you've grown up with, you know? Like trying to make yourself better than you are when in actuality you're just a normal fairy, right? Straight white unk mate. No! Don't call me a straight white unk mate! I think I'd rather be called a grandma than a straight white ugg or a straight white man. More just a boomer. Actually, I don't even mind boomer. I don't think I'm a boomer though. I am like, I understand both languages, honestly. Tea time. Guess I better put on the kettle and break out the expensive tea. Yes, please. Drink some tea with me. Let me take a sip of this. I actually made a new concoction of tea, right? So the tea that I have right now is a mixture of matcha, but I am trying to get a little bit more protein in my diet. So I mix peanut powder in it, and I put a little bit water. So I do like half water and half milk, so I don't run out of milk. See how stingy I could get, guys? I don't put all the entire milk in there. I put like half of boiling water and then half milk, just so I can save up on milk. Yes. Mm. Mm. Loving Grandma May, who cooks us tea, cookies, and good book recommendations. Yeah, Grandma May. And I'll bake you guys some cookies too, and I'll cook you things. I actually enjoy cooking very, very much. I used to not really cook when I was younger because I was a little spoiled growing up. And now that I live on my own, I really got the opportunity to do a lot of cooking things. And the things that I like to cook is like very gourmet. I get very, very tired of eating the same thing, same exact thing every day. So I like to vary different types of food. Like some days I would crave Indian food. I made my first Greek food last week. And then I also enjoy making a lot of Asian food because I enjoy staples. Japanese food, I got myself some dashi, some mirin, really getting the staple ingredients there. Yeah. I like good food, guys. I like good food so much that I can also withstand bad food, because in order to really understand the feeling of good gourmet food, you have to know what it is to get all the quote-unquote bad stuff too. Because at the end of the day, food is just food, you know? It gives you fuel and it gives you energy. Seeing how the Achy Breaky Heart song makes you cringe last karaoke, being called a white ong probably has intense emotional damage. I definitely got emotional damage from singing that song. Peanut powder and tea seems very yummy. Yeah, it has some really nice notes, really nice flavor. Seriously, as I get older, it's funny to see how my mindset changes and how I'm starting to agree with some boomer takes. Yeah, I agree with you too. Like, as I get older, I kind of just start expanding my knowledge with different things, and you get a little bit more tolerant with a lot of different like worldviews as well, because I think that as you get older you start realizing that there are a lot of people who have different opinions, and if you continue pursuing chaos, or I guess drama, like, you know, like drama, right? The more that you say that, yeah, I want to avoid drama, but you find yourself getting into the drama, you have to do a lot of self-reflection in thinking the fact that, like, we as humans like chaos and we like to go there, but if you truly seek inner peace, you just want to, like, pick your battles, right? Even if you don't agree with something, you can still be like, okay, from the circumstances that this person had growing up, getting to know them, like who they are as human beings, I understand why they believe this. And I don't necessarily have to agree with it, but I can also be empathetic or sympathetic to their life circumstances, and opinions do change over time, you know? It's not up to you to really change their opinions. And even if you know, to try to fight with them or give them some sort of new knowledge, sometimes it takes like, what, like 10, 20 times until it hits them and they're like, oh, yeah, they were right. Or it takes another person to change their opinion. So it's like, what's the point anyway? And maybe that's like a lazy way to go about it, honestly. Maybe I'm just lazy to try to convince somebody. The song was the back pain. Oh my gosh. Let me see. While we weren't looking, she added another scoop of protein powder. To top it off, she gave a dash of protein powder. I do have chocolate protein powder too. We have a lot of protein powder. May likes food so much she's willing to power through her fish allergy. Yeah. I'd rather die than not eat good food, guys. I never heard of peanut butter. It makes sense, but it's just crushed up peanuts, but I've never heard of it. Yeah, I chose peanut powder specifically because I don't like the taste of protein powder, to be honest with you. Every single protein powder that I've had always has this really like chalky taste, and they're always like, yeah, like it has vegetables in it and it's like good for you. But I don't know, I'm a health nut. I like being natural, so peanut powder is probably the better way to go. It doesn't have that weird aftertaste, plus you get protein. We all got achy breaky brain damage, achy breaky spine damage. Dude, my entire spine was tingling just from like talking about that song. I forget about karaoke. Yay! Oh my gosh, yeah, karaoke is always such a good time, guys. Karaoke is a good time. I always have fun doing it with you guys. I always do the minimum with my food. The times I put effort into food happens once every 2 centuries. I think I was like that when I was in college. Yeah, I was definitely like that when I was in college. Oh gosh, hold on. I have to remember how to breathe, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. I'm gonna get some tissue really quick so I can blow my nose, and I'll also get a really quick breathing break. Oh, hi Orochi! Nice to see you. I'll be right back. We're gonna drink some tea together. I just want to make sure that I don't like fall over and die while I'm having a conversation with you guys. Hold on. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Give me 1 second. Let me move myself. Oh, frick. Here we go. I'm back, guys. Oh wait, I want to show you guys like my outfit. Do you guys want to see my full outfit? Well, I guess it's kind of more like half of my outfit since I can't really like do anything. But wait, let me show you guys. Let me get out of this chair really quickly. Isn't it so cute? Look at this dress. It got a little flower too. Wait, yeah, there we go. There we go. Do you guys like my dress? It's so cute, right, guys? I stopped by. I got some like flowers and everything too. It's very nice. Very nice. Yes. Yeah. I got really obsessed last night with shopping for new clothes. Let me see. There we go. Trying to fix this really quickly. Is that a sunflower? Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, I didn't realize that people sold clothes, right? So this is not a custom-made outfit. In the future, I am hoping that I can get like a custom-made outfit at some point. But this is actually, you know, something that you could go shopping and buy different things. And it was really cute because I was trying to buy outfits for like all the other girls too. I was like, oh, Lan would look good in this. Fish would look good in this. Hattie would look good in this. And I actually found an outfit that I think would be very, very good for Addie. I found her a cow uniform, a cow outfit, and I hope that she wears it at some point. Hi, Jessica! Nina! Amani! Nice to see you! Hammer Chucky! Nice to see you! I'm trying to lurk here. Can I have a sunflower to put on my hair before I go? Here, you can have one of my sunflowers. Yes. Spread the love and energy around. Huh? Wait! Addie! Wait! Did you see? Go check Discord! Check Discord from last night! Check it! I found you your uniform for going out in the streets. Wait, thank you so much for the gift. Wait, who gifted? Holy gift. Hi guys. Hi Zomber. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the gift. You guys are really treating the Maeflowers today. Wait, brick. You got a brick, everybody here. I should have gotten a brick. Where are the bricks, guys? Oh, wait. Hold on. I can't breathe. I'm starting to get tingly. Hold on. What I'm gonna... You got... Gosh, I got surprised so much that I stopped breathing. Wait, I'm starting to get tingly, guys. Oh, I remember now why I stopped doing yapping streams. Okay, sorry, hold on. I gotta breathe. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. I am not as frail. I am not as frail as I make it out to be. I promise. I am a strong, independent fairy. Oh gosh. You guys don't mind if I take a manual breathing break, like right on stream, right? You guys don't mind that? Hold on, I'll be back. Oh shit! Give me 1 second, Okay. Alright, guys. In the meantime, I should talk a little bit slower, huh? Yeah, I totally forgot about this. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. We're gonna... I'm gonna breathe for like 5 more minutes. Okay, I'm starting to feel my fingers, guys. I'm starting to feel my fingers. Okay. Doing a lot better now. Thank you for spending that time to breathe with me. Okay, yeah, so for some of the new people here, all of the Maeflowers, all the Maybuds know this, right? One of the reasons why I try to refrain from yapping too much is because every time that I yap for too much, I forget to breathe. I don't know why I forget to breathe. It's just something that happens. And I was told that if I get tingly for more than 5 minutes, I should go straight to the emergency room, knowing my history of a brain hemorrhage. And so I have to be very, very careful with talking to you guys. And every time I start to get tingly, I have to stop. Yes, I have to physically stop and breathe. So we're going to be doing a lot of breathing exercises every single time we talk to each other. I'm sorry, I can't control it. It is just the way of the MAEFAE, the way of the Maeflowers. And we don't want our brain to pop again. Okay, good. But I appreciate you guys being here and listening in on the conversation. We are continuously battling death at every turn. We're battling death when we eat fish. We're battling death when we yap with each other. We're battling literal life and death. Bricks are raining. You should set up a breathe command. Yeah, that's a smart idea. I think maybe I will do that. I will do that. In the next stream, I will officially do a breathe command just so you guys can remind me to breathe. The more that you guys spam the breathing, the more that I will be reminded to breathe. Wow, thank you so much. Breathe. Me no hablar mucho inglés, pero igual. I kind of understood that. That's okay. That's okay. I think we could learn a new language together. I don't know how to say that's okay in Spanish, but We will learn together. Hablar español. Demo. Wait, no, I'm starting to speak Japanese. Demo. Demo. You eat fish? Yeah, I eat lots of fish. I eat lots of fish, but we do remind you to breathe. Yeah, we gotta spam it sometimes, you know. Welcome in, JK, to the Maeflowers. We can cast manual breathing. Yeah, you can. You can. You know how people have like interaction stuff on their stream, and I haven't quite figured out how to do interaction stuff on stream yet. This is the first one. You guys get to control my breathing. Isn't that crazy? You get to control whether or not I stop breathing and die, or I could continue breathing and live. Wow, what a hardcore way to go about streams. Está bien, that's okay. Está bien. Está bien. I committed now. There's no turning back. Yeah, there's no turning back now, guys. Doing great. En realidad podríamos aprender español todos juntos. I understood 2 of those words, but we're gonna try. It doesn't speak too much English. Okay, breathe. Yeah, we gotta pump your lungs. You guys are my iron lung pumpers. You guys, have you guys ever seen that man who literally has to breathe through an iron lung? Like, I don't know. That's a really difficult way to live, but that's you guys. All of my Maeflowers are my iron lung. I am literally like sleeping on a bed every single night, and you guys allow me to breathe, and then my face just gets really red, and then I get really gross. But like I'm surviving. It's almost like Tinkerbell and clapping your hands. Breathe in, breathe out. Thank you. Every step you take, every move you make, what's the word? Every pee you take, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Every place you go, every car you take, every bathroom break, every food you intake, I'll be watching you. You were smoking, mate? No, I don't smoke. I don't do anything. I'm very healthy. I actually went to the doctor too. And I came in there with a bunch of like health problems, and I got my vitals and my signs and like all my labs taken, and they're like, "Nah, you're pretty healthy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you." And I'm like, "Then why did you assign me to go to a neurologist?" It's like, because that's rare, and I'm like, I don't know. But you said I was healthy. And you know the funny thing too? The last time I went to the doctor, I told them, yeah, I play video games. I play video games for a living sometimes. And he was like, oh yeah, what kind of games do you play? And I was like, oh, I do horror games a lot. And he's like, oh, that's really interesting. It's like, yeah, I play games too. I play Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm like, whoa, my doctor's a gamer. Wow, my doctor's a gamer. That's so cool. I mean, like, not that like doctors can't play games or anything like that. Doctors are allowed to have hobbies, but like, I don't know. I think it's really cool that this generation of doctors most likely play video games and most likely watch anime in their spare time. I mean, maybe not most likely, but some of them do. Dr. Gamer, yeah, isn't that cool? Wait, please stalking me. I'm calling the police. You know, that is how I get people to not stalk me. You know how people are very afraid to I don't know, go out because of like the whole idol culture and stuff, and you know, I guess just streaming culture in general is that like you don't want to get doxxed and everything. How I battle that situation is that I stalk my viewers. I probably know a lot about my Maeflowers than you think I do. I go through every one of your Discord pages, Twitter pages, YouTube pages, Twitch pages. I know exactly where to spot you out. Not being creepy or anything like that. I just get curious, you know? If we watch her, it's only fair she could watch us back. Exactly. It's a mutual type of relationship. If you're gonna be stalking me, then I should have every right to stalk you. If it's available on the internet. Everything you keep private will always be private. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you for the super. Why is she singing the Stalker song? Have you seen the newest Electric Cowboy music video, Reverie? It's definitely different, a lot darker. Yeah, I think they're definitely experimenting. I watched it last night, and it actually kind of reminds me of a Halloween song. It has a little bit of that campy feel to it, but then it gets really dark, especially when they have that like little breakdown with the creepy spider monster. Very different. I definitely think that they are experimenting a lot, which is really, really cool. I thought you were smoking flowers, my mistake. I mean, that's a very hardcore way to go, honestly. I learned how to be a doctor from Surgeon Simulator. I kind of want to play that game. I know that Lan played it before, but I did go to a vocational school that was very aligned to health, and I did go to pharmacy school. So if I know about drugs and I know about the body, that must mean I could have a good chance in being a surgeon, right? You think so? Ghost of Tsushima is also based as Dr. Gamer single? I don't know if he's single. I'll ask him. I'll be like, hey, doctor. So my chat was asking if you were single. I was literally talking to them about you, and they really like you. They want to know if they can go out with you. My friends are doctors. I'm starting to think they don't have any free time. I think they don't have a lot of free time when it comes to like schooling and stuff. Those buddies remember Dr. Philia. I want to forget about it. I think she was a great doctor. Every single day, every word you say, every game you play. She knows too much. I won't be surprised if you were living in the walls. You know, they did make a movie about that. There is this movie called the movie is called The Boy. There's a horror movie called The Boy, and it's literally about the guy who is living through the walls. And whenever somebody moves in, they think they're being haunted, but in reality, it's just some guy who's been there since he was a little kid, and he grew up basically just like living off of the family. Very interesting concept of a movie if you're interested in watching a scary movie. Now I'm scared about what she might know about me. Don't worry. In the same way that you keep everything a secret for me, I will also keep a secret for you. I might be a stalker, but I am I'm a white hat stalker? Is that how they say? I know that's like hacker terms. I don't know. I don't have a Twitter. Error is very, very smart. He can go live off of the grid if he wants to. If you don't leave my walls, I'm gonna start throwing bricks at it. No. Not creepy at all. I would trust me to operate on me. Heck yeah. I promise. I won't destroy your organs. I revived my first PS2, so I'm playing a lot of games. Heck yeah! How's English? I'm learning so much. That's good. I'm not understanding very mucho. Lo que dices, pero your voice is cute. Oh, thank you. Gracias. That's all I know how to say. Gracias. Great Doctor to Death. I've seen that movie. The twist really freaked me out. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. I think it was as crazy as what's it called? Have you guys ever watched The Haunting in Connecticut? The Haunting of Connecticut is also a crazy movie, and they don't have any people behind the walls. But I do remember, spoiler for the movie if you haven't watched it. I hope that you forget about it. But a spoiler for the movie is that they end up finding eyelids behind the walls. It's been a long time since I watched it, actually. But they were trying to find like the secret of the house, and there was a bunch of dead people behind the walls, and like dead people that was basically building up the house. And I don't know, it stuck with my mind forever. Just like a bunch of eyelids in a jar. Yeah, like that. That was crazy to me. And the fact that like The Haunting of Connecticut is based on true story, I don't know. I was very, very interested in it. I guarantee you don't know a lot about me. Oh, you'll be very surprised by my searching skills. May is an ethical stalker. Yes, that's the right word for it. I am an ethical stalker. Yuki is a stalker? Yes. Every stalker needs a stalker. My first stalker, yes! Yes. I love stalking people. Looking at your outfit makes me want to get an ube now. Oh, you know, speaking of ube, you know, my mom also really loves the color purple, right? And in her homeland, she built her own house. And she basically built a house in the Philippines that is entirely purple. And I won't tell you guys where it is, but it is now officially named the Ube House. And, well, I guess it's unofficial because nobody named it. I was the person who did it. Because my mom's favorite color is purple, so I call her the Ube Lady. And if you ever see a small grandma out in the Philippines, the purple and the ube and whatever, just call her the Ube Lady. The Ube Lady and the Ube House. I have not seen this house yet, and I look forward to seeing this all-purple house. But she made and customized it just for herself. Muchas gracias. Yes, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. I forgot English for a moment. Sometimes I forget that. Sometimes I forget to speak English. Sometimes I forget my own language. Sometimes I just forget to speak in general. The outfit and the theme is not matching the yapping. It is. It is. This is a very normal conversation, okay? Very normal conversation. That's impressive. I feel like the purple would be hard to make an entire house out of, but that's really cool. Yeah, I'm very excited to see it. And she made it really, really private too. Like, you can look outside of the windows, but she got a very special type of window where people can't look inside of the house. So it's a very mysterious type of house, actually. Are you stalking me? Of course, Orochi. I'm stalking you. I'm stalking you. Not Cam. Hardcore fairy mama. Your gracias is pretty good, but since I'm trying to make English speakers say Spanish stuff, please say, Hola, buenos días a todos. Hola, buenos días a todos. ¿Cómo están? It's basically, hey, good morning, how are you? I see. Hola, buenos días a todos. ¿Cómo están? Did I say it right? Did I say it right? I literally don't know a lot of Spanish, but my mom liked to sing a lot of Spanish songs growing up. One of the songs that she liked to sing, especially when we were younger, is Bésame Mucho. And she would always sing to me like, Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Something like that. That's literally the only one I know. And because, for some reason, a lot of Filipinos, they also really like Spanish songs too. One of the line dancing songs that they always play and everybody knows is a song called Todo Todo. And because I had to perform in my mom's band for a very long time, we ended up having to learn Todo Todo. So I was the background vocalist of singing Todo Todo. Even though I had no idea what I was saying. I had to learn a lot of line dancing songs in my life, honestly. Wait, purple, possible murderer. May, have you ever been near a pizza place with animatronics? I haven't been to a pizza place with animatronics, but more recently, guys, I found a grocery store that has animatronics, and it is my new favorite grocery store. And it's actually kind of like a market fair place. I am very, very obsessed with trying to find new interesting places, and now I found my favorite grocery store. So when you walk into the grocery store, all the food is fresh. There's a lot of people that you could get like local food from, but it's also kind of like very eventful. There are very specific buttons that you could press where the animatronics inside inside of the grocery store can sing you a song. And I had the best time. There was a bunch of cow animatronics as soon as you walk in, and there was like three different animatronics that sing you a song. One of my favorite ones is this duck animatronic where you press a button and it sings you a children's song. So every single time I walk in there, I'm that one annoying lady that presses all of the animatronic buttons, and I just like sit there and actually listen to the songs while grocery shopping. It's one of my favorite stores, and the food tastes very, very good. I wish I could tell you what grocery store it is, but I don't want you guys to find out. This is my own personal secret, but just know that there is grocery stores out there that do have animatronics. Pancho, I've been to that pizza place. It lost so many friends on my birthday party. I want to go to that pizza place. I want to go. Of course, the Mexican song, Marimar. Wait, did you know that Marimar was one of the first songs I learned when I was a baby? My mom was really happy because her favorite singer when she was younger was Thalia. You guys know the singer, you know the singer Thalia. She wanted me to grow up to look like Thalia, but I ended up looking like this. I think she was disappointed for a little bit, but she was like, okay, it's fine. She looks okay. And she made me sing Marima, so I'll be like, Marima, oh. So I'm very, very familiar with that. My coworker is Filipino, and we laugh about the overlap of Spanish and Tagalog words. You know, there's also a lot of overlap between Tagalog words and Italian words as well. But I think because Italian and Spanish, all of those have a very, very base language. Hey Maeflowers, and hello May! Hi Christian, it's nice to see you! Have you checked the inside of the animatronic? No, I haven't. I have not. I would like to. Breathe. Thank you, thank you. Cows, Addie would fit right in. May, the pizza place is called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. You know, that sounds like a pretty cool place. Oh. Whoa, how can you sing so well in Spanish? It's pretty good. No. My Spanish is very bad. I might be able to say it, but I don't quite understand it. I really don't know how well to speak English, but I try my best. I'm basically sneaking into an English stream being Latino America. Your English is very good, though. Like, I think your English is very good. I think you'll be able to learn it very well in short time. And you're doing a lot better at me than learning a language because you're actually immersing yourself in it. I have been trying to learn Japanese for so long, but I just keep getting so intimidated that I just never ended learning it. This is literally my 10th time trying to learn Japanese, guys. I have never seen May and Talia in the same room before. I have a theory? What's a theory? What's a theory? ¿Cómo estás? Is basically ¿cómo está in Filipino. It is. ¿Cómo está? Except it's just like bunched in together. It's bunched in together. She needs to vibrate her R. Roll. I learned how to do that too. I ended up learning French for a bit too because there was a line dancing song. What's a line dancing song called? What is da 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 semame je me aku oh ton minelle si elme fin de baku oh yeah da 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 something like that. I ended up learning a French line dancing song because I had to perform that song for people, and people really like to dance to it. It's not as popular of a line dancing song, but I think it's really pretty. It goes like, oh, maybe I should put it in my karaoke stream one day. La 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 la, your love can make me feel right. It's such a good song. I'll find it. I'll find it at some point. Now speak Filipino with a vibrating R. If you can find a word in Filipino that has a vibrating R, we could do that. Intimidated by what? I guess just intimidated by learning Japanese in general. I guess I just got really intimidated as I grew older to learn new languages and really make mistakes with it. And I know that mistakes is a part of the learning process, but I just get really embarrassed, you know? Especially when you're around a bunch of anime fans who are also very passionate about certain things. I don't want to mess it up, but that is a part of the process. Speaking of which, I did see that there was this one person. I think I was like scrolling through TikTok at some point, and he knows really good Japanese, but he has the most American accent. Like, he has this accent that Japanese dubs make fun of for like English accents. Like, that's what it sounds like. But it actually sounds really cool. I don't know. Honestly, props to him for being able to know the language and not even, you know, even not having the accent, still being able to speak it very fluently. I admire people who could do that. Give me a second. I'm gonna blow my nose again. Okay, I am back, guys. Yeah, something about the mornings always make my nose very stuffy for some reason. Linguistics is hard. Yeah, it's very difficult. May, have you listened to Selena Quintanilla? No, I don't think so. I don't think I have, actually. I'd be interested in checking them out, though. I always love learning about new music. The Family Guy's accent? Yeah, the Family Guy's accent. Maybe being shy is the bane of progress. It is the bane of progress. I am slowly learning not to be shy, guys. Especially since Offkai is coming up in less than a month. Offkai, guys. Offkai. I'm not using a translator, but in reality, I really like to understand your stream. It's like a training. Aprendí una canción buena para mi stream de karaoke. I learned a cool song for my karaoke stream. Aprendí una canción buena para mi stream de karaoke. I feel like I'm saying it in accent because it just doesn't flow. Like, you know how you, for a lot of the people who are bilingual speakers here, you know how you sometimes speak a language and then you transition to English, and it's a lot easier transitioning to English using that accent instead of going straight into an English accent, right? Like sometimes, like kung nag-uusap ako or kung nag-uusap tayo at nagtatagalog ako, sometimes when I speak English, it goes straight into the Tagalog accent instead of an English accent. It just something about it. And I feel like it would be the same way if you were trying to speak Japanese as well, right? Like you would transition into English, and instead of saying like strawberry cake, you say strawberry, you know, like I feel like that's the same way, you know? Oh, Quack, yay, 3 months, let's go. Hey, Quack, nice to see you. Welcome in on chatting. Welcome in. Hay fever, yeah. I think I have a little bit of hay fever. I've been having hay fever for about like a month and a half now, and I'm kind of waiting for it to go away. Oh, okay, goodbye, Orochi. It was nice chatting with you. See you, goodbye. Oh, this is true. Godmother is coming into Offkai. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw the tweets, but we are officially going to Vexpo for anybody who is going to Europe. And you guys have the opportunity to speak with everybody from Send. And we are also going to Offkai. So two different points. Spanish roller R, yeah. We don't use a lot of like R's, I think. I'm not bilingual because I am really bad at the 2 language that I used to speak. That's okay. I'm bad at English sometimes too. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about, and you literally have to decipher what I'm trying to say whenever I tell you guys a story. Please recover soon. Thank you so much. You say you stalk us, but what do you know about me? I know about your goats. I know that you're so hidden out there in the jungle that you you try to make sure that nobody knows. I'm still learning about you, Air. Okay, we're still digging. I also roll my R's and I say, now I use English even more than my own language, living alone. Yeah, that's a tough part. You start really forgetting about your language if you don't use it. That's why, like, this is kind of, like, really weird for me. And I swear, I'm not trying to stalk, like, Filipino VTubers or anything like that, but I really love getting to know Filipino VTubers because it's a way for me to stay in touch with my culture and also really get to know the language. Like, I'm actually very, very excited to, you know, to be able to talk to Addie in our language. I know she speaks English for the most part, but especially when she like makes mistakes, because sometimes we're in like a meeting, right? Or we're talking with all of the girls in Sind, and she's like, oh, sorry, I didn't say that in English, but I understood it. I understood it. She was like, oh, yeah, sorry. And I'm like, if Addie was to say something, I just like giggle on the inside. Antihistamines for hay fever are cheap. I'm trying to stay away from pills though. I'm trying to stay away from pills. But I can't help it sometimes because when I'm in pain or when something happens, I have to take it. Listening to this while studying Japanese kanjis right now. How'd I end up here? Hi, Hassan! Yeah, it's fate. Welcome. Here is a red string of fate. This is exactly why we have met each other. Europe, yeah, we're going to Birmingham. Isn't that crazy? Never been to Birmingham before. I don't know anything about Birmingham. I hope I can fulfill my goal of dapping up all of AL. Yeah, dap me up. Let's dap. Let's dap. What does it mean to dap? What does it mean to dap? Guys, what? I don't think I've ever dapped before. Fun fact, I need to learn a third language to finish my math major, but I haven't really decided for one yet. I mean, when you think about it, isn't math technically a language? In the same way that music is a language, a very universal language, I would say that math is a second universal language after music. Or maybe even before music, you know? A little bit of a harder thing to understand. Everyone coming to Offkai will meet the pioneer. Yeah. I almost understand everything about English, but typing messages is so hard. No, that makes sense. As long as you understand it and you're able to like communicate, it'll come to you. Like that's the immersion aspect of language learning, right? Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I do the same with Spanish streamers. Heck yeah. Every time I talk to my parents, they say my Chinese is getting worse. But see, that is a thing, right? You have to try not to pay attention to when your parents say that it's getting bad, because that is going to be the bane of your existence when you try to learn a language. If you take that to heart, then you're gonna get so shy about it that you're just gonna stop speaking about it. I know that our parents mean well with things, but you know, if they say that you're bad at something, then if you take that to heart, you're never going to learn. You're never gonna learn, okay? And I know this because when I was a lot younger, I was super into dancing. I don't dance anymore. I consider myself a very bad dancer. But I had a phase in life when I tried to learn a lot of K-pop dances, right? And it wasn't just your everyday girls' generation of please. Oh wait, no, that's Wonder Girls. Please be my bae or G. It wasn't just that. I did learn that, but I wanted to learn the cool stuff. I wanted to learn the J Park. I wanted to learn the Lucifer. I still know how to do the tutting stuff. But then I showed it to my parents because I thought I was progressing really well, right? And they were like, your body is so stiff. And mind you, I have literally been learning how to dance for like a couple months now, and I'm still learning how to do it. And they were saying, like, you gotta be smoother. But they were literally teaching me, and they don't even know how to dance, so they were already criticizing me. And I got so self-conscious about it that I just like, I don't know, it stuck with me. And I never danced again. Isn't that sad? Learn from my mistakes, guys. Don't listen to what your parents say. Don't listen to what your parents say, especially if it's negative and you know that it's going to impact your learning. It's better to go about it without having all of that mess in your head, because you're gonna keep progressing and then one day you're gonna be good. You see all of those good dancers out there, it probably took them 7 to 10 years, even like just 2 to 3 years to get to where they are at their level. And in the same way with learning a language, it will take you a very long time, okay? So don't mind what your parents say. Okay, then I'll start talking about the way I don't understand what you just said. I think somebody... Wait, who wrote the math equation? Who wrote the math equation? Can you actually... A plus B to... Wait, what frick? I don't understand. I don't understand. Birmingham in UK or US? Birmingham in the UK. Do a pose. I want to do a pose. I want to show you guys. Dap is cooler than the handshake. Okay, we got a dap thing. We're gonna do the dap thing then. A homie handshake. Heck yeah, heck yeah. I did the perfect dab once. Don't you? Isn't the dab like a... What's the thing where you like move your arms up? Is that a different thing? Is that a different thing? Like the sheesh thing is a different thing. The sheesh, there's the dab. The dab? Wait, is the dab the same thing as a dab? Because I'm thinking of a dab. A dab is not a dap, right? It's not the same thing. Girls' generation will make you feel the heat. Oh, the gateway, the gateway. Yeah, the girls' generation was the easiest one to learn. Asian parents have no tact. Yeah, you know, I used to be such a stickler about that, having an Asian parent, but growing up, I realized that I have to give them grace because they were just trying to survive and they were just trying to, you know, to raise you in the best way that we can. And now at the age that I'm at, I'm like, oh, I see now. They're just like baby, like not in a derogatory way, right? Like they're just learning how to be adults just like us, and they're a little bit slower with doing that because they have less resources, okay? And that is how I was able to. Actually, I haven't completely let go of it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't completely let go of it. That is how I was able to be a little bit more patient with parents, Asian parents. So if you have a similar situation where you have Asian parents that are like that, you just gotta be the better person. And I say that with all the stubbornness in my heart. You just gotta be the better person and and really just look at it from an outside perspective, you know, like not from they raised me as a kid kind of perspective. Here goes my best attempt at flirting, mate. Wait, no, not the flirting. Oh, good for English natives. Wait, can I flirt with someone with that? ¿Cómo estás, bebé? Tienes una voz muy tierna. ¿Es tan linda como tú? Hey, how are you, baby? You have a voice as cute as you. Wait, I want to learn. I want to learn like a Rizzy pickup line, but like a what's it called? Like a ridiculous pickup line, like something that would be crazy to say. That is safe for work, but like will make them be like, I don't know if I should like this person or if I should run away from this person. I think that's the type of Rizzy lines that I want to learn. I think I'll be able to handle that without being shy. Yeah, you know what, guys? If you ever did that, then that would be. If you teach me that, then that would be the best one. That would be the best to learn. Using. Eres tan bella como un taco a la luz de la luna? Wait, what does that mean? Eres tan bella como un taco la luz de la luna. Luna, something like that. So every time Lan speaks, yeah. I should ask Lan for her advice. Maybe that's how she's able to say those things. Maybe that's how she's... Wow, you guys are right. You think I should get Lan to teach me how to do that? Like have a dedicated stream to do that. I think so. Gotta head out soon. Take care. Thank you, Myo. Thank you for stopping by. It was nice to see you. I hope you get back to your music soon, by the way. I did see the message that you said, and you haven't been getting to it. Make sure you make some time for yourself, because I know that's like a yourself thing, right? Getting older has given me new context for why my mom did the things she did. Yeah. I agree. Yes, do it. Yours is beautiful as a taco with the moonlight. Wait, okay. Let me memorize that. Hold on. I gotta do it in a very flirtatious voice. Eres tan. Wait. Shh. Eres tan bella como. Eras tan bella como un taco a la luz de la luna. You got Did that work? Did that work, you guys? Did that... Do a deep voice like Lan or Addy? I don't think I could ever replicate the deep voice that Lan and Addy has, but I can replicate their Riz. Maybe I could learn how to replicate their Riz at some point. I wish I didn't miss this entire stream. I was so looking forward at it. Did we read the marshmallow messages already? Oh no, we haven't gotten the chance to do that actually. Deaf Kid. I wouldn't be able to like pull it. Let me see if I could like pull it up right now. I know that you guys have sent something for me. I know there wasn't a lot, so I think this would be a good opportunity to kind of like pull it up. Let's see. What do we have for today? Somebody literally wrote. Wait, hold on. Let me do this. Let me save. Let me save these messages really quickly. I know that somebody did write a very heartfelt message. I might keep that one to myself. Because this looks like it was written from the heart. Yeah, it was definitely written from the heart. It is very... Actually, you know what? No. We're gonna be honest here. I mean, it is like what's it called? Like anonymous here for a reason, right? Can I just say your look in the backdrop is beautiful? Thank you, Lano. Yes, I am all about aesthetics, guys. I love pretty things. Why do you shush us? So you're me, literally. Because I feel like you guys are talking to me. I can literally hear your voices in my head. I can hear your, okay? Just shh. To do deep voice, try like you're yawning, then talk. I don't know. It's I just feel like I'm not me when I do it. Like I'm pretty sure I could do it, but I don't feel like I'm me. My brain can't assimilate a SFW phrase in Spanish to pick up. I'm sorry, everyone. It's okay. That's okay. Eres tan bella que me gustaría estar contigo en cada segundo hasta que sientas lo mismo por mi taco bebida bueno. I gotta translate that. She forgot her notes again. Oh gosh. Alright, let me pull up some of the we only have 2 messages, guys, so it's not gonna be too much. Let me pull this up here. We're gonna show you the first message. Here we go. There we go. So this was the first message, guys. I don't know who said this. I don't know who sent this. If I can't have you at your nightmare monster form, then I don't deserve you at your cute fake form. You know, I've actually been looking around to see if there are some monster artists out there. I really want to have a monster form, guys. I really want to show you guys my eldritch being, my eldritch form, but I haven't gotten to it. I really want to. I haven't even gotten to the point yet where we can officialize what the Maeflowers look like. Like I don't know yet. I'm still trying to like plan things out, and I think I'll have like a dedicated stream for that, just planning it. The thing is, I am not really an artist myself, and I don't have a like a tablet to be able to draw on, and that's the only reason why I haven't been able to really do any sort of like art streams or anything like that. Anything that I create has all been done through mouse, just mouse and keyboard, and it's really difficult to do. It's literally like MS Paint style type of stuff. You should take your meds if you hear voices. No. I go the natural way here, the natural way. All these years studying French only so I can refuse to speak it like a chat. You can speak French with me. Comment ça va? Comment ça va? It's your message. This was a marshmallow. Prometo cada día amarte más que ayer, pero no tanto como mañana. I promise to love you each day more than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. That actually kind of sounds a bit romantic, doesn't it? It's a Rizzler, definitely. Hi, gods, nice to see you. I could ask my sister to draw up some ideas. Oh, yes, please, please. I think that would be amazing. I think that would be amazing. I definitely know that, like, with my Eldritch form, I have a lot of mouths and a lot of eyes because I see everybody, I stalk everybody, and also I eat many different types of souls. I can only describe to you what my Eldritch form is like because normal human beings can't fathom? Phantom? They can't fathom the idea. Alright, let me show you the second one, guys. This one's a little bit more heartfelt, so a little bit of a switch of a conversation. So let's go here. Oh, here we go. Let's move this up a little bit here. Yes. Oh, this is a pretty long message, I think. Alright, so it says, "Hey MAEFAE and everyone watching. The message I wanted to send was inspired MAEFAE's recent Twitter post about authenticity. If you want to delve into it, feel free to do so now. If not, the actual post isn't necessary for what I'm about to say, and no prying, everyone. Authenticity is a really big and difficult thing to achieve. It's an extremely high standard and one that's difficult to define. Whether you're a personality or a private person, we all have moments where we're inauthentic in order to protect or appeal to someone else, or even ourselves. We do so, and we feel so guilty. It can reach the point where we don't even feel human. To the inauthentic people, you are still human. We've all felt as if we're pretending, learning to balance it all. Our true feelings, our desire to protect others. It's difficult. I don't blame you for slipping into behavior you aren't proud of. Recognizing when you do, addressing it, and moving on is what's crucial and is incredibly admirable." Thank you very much for that message. Yeah, so, I guess if you guys have seen, like, my latest serious Twitter post, I know I don't put a lot of, like, serious Twitter posts out there. I was really vulnerable in the fact that I felt like I was putting on a mask a little bit, you know? Not that, like, me and my usual cheery self is a mask. I'd say it's a different version of myself, like another side of myself that I aspire to be, right? What I present to you guys is somebody that I try very hard to achieve in my everyday life. And, you know, as my human being an actor that she is in the real world, something that I have learned throughout life is that, yes, there are inauthentic parts of yourself, but there are also many different sides of yourself. Everybody who talks to their mother, right? Your mother does not know who you are as a person when you are with your friends, right? They get a completely different experience. Who I am when I speak to the girlies at Sint might be a little bit different than the way that I talk to you guys. The way that I approach myself during work or the way that I approach myself during stream might be a little bit different. And I think the way that has made me feel better about inauthenticity and masking is the fact that there are different situations that are more appropriate than others in the way that you act. Like, for example, us having this conversation right now and being a little bit serious. It would be highly inappropriate for me to be, I don't know, completely just cheery and positive, because I never wanted to feel like a fake, false positivity for you guys, because that would be a very toxic type of positivity, right? It would be a very toxic type of positivity. And we want to get to a point where, yes, we could be positive, but you can't be positive without accepting the darkness, without accepting the negativity, which is why I am so very much focused on being aware of your dark side, being aware of the darkness that exists in the world to be able to find that light. I literally use my best Riz for you, mate. I even say, "Taco bebida bueno." Could you show me your best Riz in English and Spanish? "Tú no lo recuerdas, pero en nuestra vida pasada estuvimos juntos." Zomber, you're gonna have a... You'd be very disappointed in this, because I think that chat has tried very, very hard to get the rizzing side out of me. But I am not very good at rizzing, to be honest with you. I get very shy when it comes to rizzing, and I end up stuttering if I do it, so I don't even try to attempt it. I think it's a really interesting conversation as to whether depicting only certain parts of yourself is truly a form of inauthenticity or lying. I don't think it's, I don't think it's like lying either. It's just being dynamic. Right. So one of the ways that actors are able to tap into these different sides of themselves, there's two theories, there's two philosophies over this, right? Actors can either approach it as like, I am not this person, so I'm just completely gonna turn myself into it. And a lot of actors create a whole backstory for themselves. They really kind of like live in it. One of the many techniques that my human has learned in her acting experiences is that we literally have to sit and meditate a whole different life for ourselves in our head. Right? There has been stories. There has been characters in my head where my mother was not my mother. My father was not my father. I was brought up in a completely different situation, and I had to live my life in my head just so I can come in touch with that character because it's so far-fetched from who I am as a person. The other way of tapping into that is thinking that this person is just like every single other person that exists in history. The same experiences that we have as a human being is the same experience as somebody like Cleopatra goes through. They might be going through different times, but we are all connected by a single string of the universe, of a single consciousness, which is why when we see stories, when we watch movies, we feel connected to it at some point, and that is what brings us together as human beings. Oh gosh. I completely forgot to stop breathing again. Give me a second, guys. I gotta take a break. I am going to the bathroom to take a breathing break, and I need to pee. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. I am not tingly anymore. Sorry, I had to take a bit of a breathing break in the bathroom. Breathe, don't go crazy. What's this up? Oh gosh, yeah. Honestly, it isn't so bad. It isn't so bad when I'm gaming because I actually get the opportunity to breathe. So I think that's why I do a lot more like gaming and karaoke stuff, because when I do karaoke, I have to breathe a lot. I have to move a lot. And I don't think I get tingly when I do karaoke. Maybe when I'm sitting down, I think I have to stand up when I'm doing karaoke to breathe. But particularly speaking here is a lot. Okay, let me catch up with your messages really quickly. She left us. No, I'm still here, Foxy. I'm still here. What flavor do you guys think those sandwiches are? It is a very interesting color, right? Welcome back. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you. J'étudie le français depuis 7 oui, ans. Maintenant, je l'étudie au lycée. Wait, what does lycée mean? I don't recall that word. J'étudie le français depuis 7 ou 8 ans. For 7 years? 7 years? 7 days? I'm starting to forget my French too. I'm sorry. I can read it and I can understand a little bit now. So quickly. Yes, I ran, guys. I ran because I wanted to yap with you. I like to think of myself as an introvert. When I'm with people, I become really extroverted. One friend called me a social butterfly, which really threw me up for a loop. Yeah, I definitely get that feeling. I was talking to my manager, Dan, last night because I was playing Final Fantasy because Addie's really trying to get us into Final Fantasy, right, guys? And our manager went into the room and I was talking to Dan and I was basically telling him how, like, yeah, I am very introverted and, you know, I have to put on a mask. Like, I have to completely you take a whole time just getting ready to talk to people and really trying to I talk to myself, right, guys? Like, sometimes before stream, I sound crazy, but like I talk to myself about the conversations that we're going to have with each other. Sometimes, like when I go into social events, I don't look into the mirror and talk to myself like that, but I literally, like, I mutter to myself. I'm like, hello, how are you doing? Yes, I'm good. Oh yeah. Like I like I sound like a crazy person sometimes. Do I even do that? Do you guys do that? Am I the only one who does that, who literally talks to themselves before they go out into social situations? Well, I do that. And Dan basically told me, he was just like, yeah, when I met you, I never got that impression. Like, you seemed like a very sociable person. You seemed like you were good at having conversations. And I was just like, oh no. I am I am straight up dying on the inside. I literally, like, when I'm having a conversation with people in social situations, my butt is literally clenched. Like, I don't have butterflies inside of me. I literally have a stone sitting on the inside of my stomach. Like, I'm literally having gallbladder problems as I'm having a conversation with you guys. Translation is, I've been studying French for 7 or 8 years. Okay, I got it right. 7 or 8 years. I forget 8 is oui. Now I'm studying at a college, high school for Americans. I see. I think I would have understood it if you said school, but you said college specifically. May I ask yourself into a streamer before stream? No, stop, guys, stop. Yeah. No, like, because like if I was just, I mean, I want to be entertaining too, you know? Like, I want to be a good host. That's what it is. It's not the fact that I want to be a good entertainer and, you know, talk to you guys and being like, yeah, I want you guys to stay awake while I'm talking. I think it's more of the fact that, like, I want to be a good host, right? Like, I consider these streams as like me inviting you to a party, or like me inviting you into, like, this tea party we're having now. And in order to be a good host, to make sure that you guys feel welcome, I want to make sure that you are stimulated by the conversation. I want to make sure that you guys are, you know, eating good food. You guys are, you know, having some water to drink. You guys are taking breaks. You feel comfortable. Like, I just think that that is a good hostly thing to do. And I would do that with any person who steps into my home or steps into anything that I host. I always want people to feel like they're having a good time. So I think that's what it is. I just want to be a good host for everyone, even though, you know, like, being in a social situation is not exactly like being a host, but like, I understand what it feels like to be left out. I understand what it feels like to have social anxiety. I understand what it feels like to feel like maybe people are judging you when you are in social situations. So I want to work my way up to be the type of person where if there is somebody that's quiet in the conversation, I want to bring them into the conversation. I want them to feel more comfortable so that they can be a little bit closer to their quote-unquote authentic selves. you know? And maybe that is my reason why I want to keep trying to be like a better person in terms of, I don't know, just talking and getting better at social anxiety. What I think I need to be understood is that May is doing that right now. If she took her meds, everyone would see. She's just looking at the screen, talking there. No. I swear, I'm talking with you guys. I swear. I would think up a few jokes before meeting with someone, so when I can't say new stuff, there is more ammo against the silence. See, I want to learn that too. I want to learn the jokes, but sometimes the jokes don't hit. But I guess that's like the whole thing. That's the whole thing of jokes, right? I mean, I don't really like joke about it. I think I just like say weird things on the fly and it ends up being a joke. But like, I don't mean for it to be a joke. Like, sometimes I just find things funny to myself and I make a joke and nobody laughs and I'm kind of just like to myself, you know? I'm just like and they're like, why are you laughing? I'm like and don't worry about it, it's nothing. And now people just think I'm a crazy person. It's just like practicing for a test. Exactly. It's just like practicing for a test. I don't really think about social interactions before they happen consciously, but subconsciously, especially just before sleep, boy, does my brain like to dissect every single thing that happened. Yeah, that's why you gotta tire yourself out before you go to sleep. Like, I also have the issue of before going to sleep, my brain just literally tells me all of these like crazy things. So I've kind of replaced that habit, which is reading a lot of webtoons and a lot of manga before I go to sleep, and it works out so well, you know? I just get really tired, and then all I could think about is a story. And then if I get really mad, I go to sleep very mad because they haven't finished a chapter yet, and that's the best way to go. Actually, no, it's not the best way to go. I can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep when I do that. Worst parts of one telling a joke and it falls flat is when you get hit with a, oh yeah. Gadi, is that why whenever you make a dad joke, you always go, badumps? Gandhi is afraid the jokes aren't gonna hit. Don't worry, Gandhi. I'm just lovingly teasing you. Don't worry about it. The thing is that I feel like a very boring person, and all conversation theme leaves my brain as soon as another human being is a 20-meter radius of me. So, you know, it's not... I mentioned this before. It's not about being a boring person or interesting person. It's about you. It's about them. It's about you guys, you know? You become interesting by being interested in the person. That is something that you gotta do. Just ask questions. Just ask a lot of questions without being really creepy or stalkerish about it. Sometimes when I talk to people, I ask way too many questions, and they get a little bit, they get a little bit, not intimidated isn't the right word. They get a little overwhelmed because I ask too many questions. So that's something that I'm trying to fix, being able to balance out asking questions but sharing things about myself. I definitely don't want to overwhelm, because sometimes when I meet a new person, I'm like, oh yeah, oh really? You like to go there? Oh yeah, like what? Where did you used to go? Oh, you traveled there? What was your favorite part about the place? Oh, what is your favorite color? Oh, cool. And they're just like, wow. I didn't think I was this interesting. It's like, no, I am genuinely interested. But I also don't want to share anything about myself. But I think that's because I'm an INFJ. You guys ever heard of the Myers-Briggs personality test? If you really want to learn my personality, and you can literally know who I am from head to toe. An INFJ. If you search that into Myers-Briggs and get to know me, that is how I socialize, that is how I think, that is my moral values, that is everything that I do. Okay, everyone, the nosy busybody Latin America is leaving. Goodbye. It was nice seeing you. Thank you for stopping by, and it was great getting to know you. Let's learn some English and Spanish together, shall we? MAEFAE, thanks for stream. I don't know you very well. Oh, keep it up. It's okay. I'll see you again soon. Okay? Yo, wait, Gandhi. I also love making dad jokes and say badumps after. Maybe it's just like a dad thing. Does that really spice it up, though? I don't think it spices it up. I think it just, like, ramps up the daddiness of the joke. That's deep is crazy, because they don't think that you're saying is a joke. That's deep. That's deep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes I like to say that's deep because it honestly is like that deep, you know? I've done the MBTI test like 6 times across my life, and every time I've gotten INFPT. Oh, INFPT. I think you're just like INFP. I think you're like Lan. I believe Lan is an INFP. Yeah. Lan is an INFP. So you're probably very close in personality to her. I don't think I've ever told a dad joke once in my life, to be honest. To be honest? What do you call that then? A dad joke? An uncle joke? Just a normal joke? I don't think it's just any normal joke. Is the MBTI accurate? I wouldn't say it's like completely accurate, you know. You never want to let anything like horoscopes and MBTI and personality tests determine who you are in life, because you decide your fate, right? But I think it's a very good opportunity for you to get to know another person and really see how they work and how to I guess how to jive with them, how to have like a conversation with them. Because we as human beings tend to work off of each other through mirroring, right? We tend to like people who mirror similar traits to us, or we like to work with people who know or understand more about us, that we kind of cater to I guess our own ways of being. So I think that the MBTI test is very helpful in navigating social situations of relationships and friendships and whatnot. Let me see. Scrolling up. I don't think the MBTI. Let me see. Let's go watch that one. Speaking about personalities, I had someone come up to me the other day and say, excuse me? I cast autism? Excuse me? Or just like randomly? No, out of nowhere? Hi, Law. It's nice to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for stopping by. You want some tea? Oh, make sure you get some tea. We're all drinking some tea here. Oh, if you guys are drinking tea, let me know what type of tea you're drinking. I'm not sure if I should be insulted or... I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I do think that a lot of people cast the word autism around very loosely. Like autism, ADHD, all that stuff. People use that very loosely. Though I wouldn't be surprised if there is more of a rise of that just because of how society is right now, and our 3-second golden rules, 3-second golden fish brains being all over the place. I wouldn't be surprised if there has been some sort of uptick in that in society nowadays. I was actually having a conversation about the MBTI and its accurateness. It's not the most useful thing in the world, especially not for me, but we agree that it's a great conversation starter. Yeah, in the same way that people use horoscopes as conversation starters. When I moved into a city at some point, I was very surprised by the fact that like the first thing everybody says when they try to get to know someone is like, oh yeah, like you're a Taurus, right? Or like you're a Sagittarius, right? And I'm like, I didn't know we greeted each other through horoscopes. Yes. Or no, I am not this. And then everybody just starts talking about horoscopes. And I'm like, I don't know anything about horoscopes, but I know things about MBTI. I know things about MBTI, right? A test told me years ago I would be Piglet, and I made that my whole personality. Yeah, I was, I think if I was to go off of zodiac signs, I'm a rat. So I think I made rat my whole personality, even though I don't really resonate with a rat that well. Hello, I fell asleep. That's okay, Maho. Welcome in. Make sure you get some breakfast or get some food. Get some food, okay? Get some food. Maybe splash your face with some water. Feel comfy, you know? A piglet is crazy because you turned into a frog. I did the test like 2 days ago. It says you're bad in social situations when I told that I'm great in them. But it's still very fun to talk about. I agree. TikTok tier diagnosis is yeah. You don't want to believe what TikTok tells you. As much as I get very, very entertained at all the videos that TikTok has, I wouldn't believe everything that people say, you know? And there's also a lot of people that say, oh yeah, like TikTok is just straight up brain rot. And yes, it is also straight up brain rot, but I think it really depends on what you use TikTok for, right? I think for me personally, the reason why I use TikTok a lot is because I don't talk a lot to people in normal everyday life. It's a way for me to see different perspectives, of people from all over the world. You know, you could watch the news, which is a little bit more curated. You could watch like different things. You could watch different things, you could talk to different people, but it's interesting to see that there are a lot of people on the internet who analyze certain things, who have a different perspective on movies that you watch, or, you know, like they find like secrets or hidden things in game lore, or just like anime, which makes you appreciate specific things that you love a little bit more. And I think that's why I like doing that. And then I get the funny cats sometimes, and then I get the funny brain rot stuff, which I also enjoy a little bit of brain rot here and there. Especially my ui cat. My favorite meme of all time. Hello, Maho. Maho needs to eat. Yes, Maho needs to eat. Maho needs some bricks. Yes, yes, yes. Speaking of which, I also recently watched the movie Sinners. Have you guys ever watched the movie Sinners? I came into it without knowing what it's about, but it's a vampire movie that I believe Michael B. Jordan is in. And now I've been watching a lot of analysis videos recently on the movie, and they're very, very interesting. I think it's a very, very good movie, guys. It's not the whole supernatural type of movie type of thing that will scare you, but it's definitely one of those thinker movies where after you leave the theaters, you'll think about it for a while. You'll think about it for a while. My favorite convo part is when I say my genuine opinion about a topic, which I thought out a lot, and oh wait, sorry, I was trying to scroll up. And I get the answer, yeah, I think you think that way because you're a Libra. No, wait, that's your favorite part? I actually... Personally, I dislike that. Because, you know, there are people that say like, oh, you think that way because you're a Taurus, because I'm a Taurus, right? And I'm just like, no, it's not because I'm a Taurus. It's because I come from a family where they were all just really, really stubborn, and none of them are Tauruses. So, but you know, I had that a little bit. You know, I get a little bit like, no, it's not just about that. I am my own person too. I decide my own fate. I will not let an MBTI or horoscope tell me who I am and what I do. I have a bit of stubbornness to me in that aspect. It's almost interesting to see what other people view the media I indulge in. Yeah, they have different perspectives because of where they grew up and what kind of upbringing that they have. And it's really cool. I'm not a sad, no, Carius, I don't have Cancer, I'm not a Libra, I'm not Aquarius, I'm not a Reese's Pieces, I'm not a Capricorn. Thanks for the reminder, I haven't watched it yet. It's really good, it's really good. I love horror movies. I could talk about like horror movies all day. And that's like the first horror movie in a while that I've watched, and I want to watch more. I'm immune to brain rot, perks of not having a brain. Really? You're immune to brain rot? I don't have Insta or TikTok, but I finally gave it a join Twitter because I kept seeing screenshots of Ado's tweets, which are wild. Oh yeah. I love following Ado's tweets. I love it. Like, I've also been following up on Ado's, what's that YouTube channel? AdoSense? Yeah, it's AdoSense, and I really like seeing a lot of her interactions on streams and talking to different people and getting to know her personality. Yeah, I'm huge. I'm a huge Ado fan. Big cinema. My main content I watch is lore explanation and some VTubers. Yeah, see? That's why we gravitate to each other, Zub. I also love lore explanation videos as well. Great movie. Oh my gosh, you watched it too, Karamita. It's so good, it's so good. I think the only TikTok thing I've spread has been the moo. The moo! And the moo. Oh, she found her moo. Moo. Oh my gosh, wait, I should show that to Addie. Be like, Addie, when you're on the side of the street and you're trying to, when you're trying to convince everybody to buy Wilk, I think you should do that. The moo. I uninstalled TikTok a few months ago, but most of my feed were random memes and science content. Heck yeah! They do have a STEM content now. I'm very interested in a lot of the science content too. Actually, I think I'm more into the conspiracy side of TikTok. I can't trust my own TikTok because as much as I get a lot of science content, I also get a lot of weird spiritual TikTok content as well. And sometimes the TikTok or the spiritual and the science things combine, and I have to look at that with very, very discerning eyes because I can't believe it. There's a lot of crazies out there, and as a fellow crazy, I want to create and choose my own type of crazy. Okay? For example, I never had the chance to play Battlefield 3 for its multiplayer, but I have finished the campaign at a very young age. I think I finished it after the first time when I was 12. Oh my gosh! That's crazy. That's okay. There's a lot of games that I'm playing now that I really haven't gotten the chance to play, and it's really, really old as well. That was sarcasm. I hate it very much. JK! Wait, I tell you guys, I don't understand sarcasm. Sarcasm goes through my head, guys. I take things very, very literally. But please, thank you for letting me know that that was sarcasm. What's your take on the movie's message on music? The movie's message... Oh gosh, it's so layered. It's very complicated, honestly. The movie's message on music? Like, other than that it's a powerful thing, I haven't really gotten to think about it too much, you know? Music it's so powerful, and I agree that it takes on different generations. Like, it is the universal language, anybody can relate to it. It can be used for good and evil, and once somebody starts using music for purposes other than the connection, and they do use it for power, then that's when it becomes twisted. But that is my own interpretation of it based on what I have seen in a lot of things in the entertainment industry. But somebody who might have a different experience might have their own take on it. I know that there are some people who are very spiritual who has a different take on it, people who are religious who have a different take on it, people who kind of lean more towards specific things in activism, things in Black culture that relate to it. But you know, that's why I love listening to that. But for me, it comes more towards a experience sort of thing, not using things for bad and using things for good. Making sure that when you use music, when you use entertainment and you use games and things, you use it for things that progress life and meaning and whatnot. All right, let me see what else here. Let me scroll up. That's a Taurus personality. No, it's not a Taurus personality. It's not a Taurus personality. I do not think that way because I'm a Libra. I think that way because I'm mentally unwell. Exactly. I am mentally unwell. That's the reason why. What's really annoying is when somebody points out a flaw with your personality and they attribute it to the month you were born in, as if you don't have control over the person who you are. Yeah. I think that is the dangers of horoscopes. My TikTok used to have a lot of videos debunking conspiracies. I should get a little bit more of that because I have too much fun with it, honestly. I'm like, ooh, look at this ghost. In my heart, I know that it's not true, and I know that it's probably false, but like, I have way too much fun with it, and I tell people, and people think I'm crazy, and they think that I actually really do believe it, but like, it's not that I don't believe it. I think it's just the fact that like, it's life is too life is too mundane not to really be interested in that type of stuff, you know? I'm a Pisces born in March. People think I could breathe underwater because I love water. No one I know talks about zodiac signs, to be honest. Yeah, it might just be like a city thing, or it might just be like a cultural thing that is like around where I'm living at. We need to work on sarcasm then. Music is universal. Words are difficult. I agree with you, Maho. Words are difficult. We could just stop talking and just stare into each other's eyes and work through body language. Can we do that? Yeah, I think I could do that. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad the world had a global quarantine. Hot take, I know, because without that, I wouldn't be able to interact with a lot of people online and ignited my current passion for music production. Yeah, you know, like it's one of those things where it's a blessing and a curse, you know. Things happen, and it's just a chessboard, and you're one of the pieces, and you make your move based on that, and you get to decide whether you want it to be a good thing or a bad thing. I have the firm belief that, you know, what comes to you is what you believe, and if, you know, if bad things are happening, there is something that in the mindset that needs to be changed up for you to live a much more meaningful and peaceful life. So that's why I am so very focused on trying to, you know, figure that out with myself and trying to help others do that as well. I had a best friend for like a decade, and I learned he's a Scorpio, and I'm a Leo, but the zodiac chart said we have to hate each other. So bye, sister. Dude, I hate that. You know, like the one thing that I actually really don't appreciate about the whole zodiac and being able to be friends based on horoscopes is that people will cross off a specific relationship or a friendship just because they're a specific type. Like what I see is that like sometimes when I talk to people who are super into horoscopes, and some friends too, you know, I love my friends deeply, but just some things that I don't appreciate is when people say like, oh yeah, he's a Scorpio. You know, like that's why I'm trying to like not be friends with him, because like I know something's gonna happen. And I think that just devalues people as human beings, you know? Like, people are more than just their zodiac signs. People are more than their MBTI. People are more than their habits. You know, there might be certain things that they're trying to break. And yeah, the sun and the stars and the moon align at some points. But like, they're more than just that. And that is also, you know, kind of an unpopular opinion, because I know nowadays that a lot of people are really interested in tarot card readings, really trying to get their fortune told. You know, I don't really partake in that either, as much as I'm interested in conspiracy theories and supernatural and a lot of that crazy stuff, because I think that cards should not determine your destiny. I think that even if it's an indicator, right? Even if it indicates you going into that, if you have even a slight belief that it's going to affect your fate, then it's gonna end up like that. It's a cycle where you know how they say that your name becomes who you are as a person. If you are a Jessica, you end up being like what the personality archetype is for a Jessica. If you are a sub, actually, I don't even know what a personality type for a sub is. You end up being what the personality archetype is for a sub. Like, there is a lot of power to words and a lot of power to names. So if even words have the power to affect who you become, then something as simple as a tarot card, even somebody being like, oh yeah, I don't really believe it, but I'll do it just for fun. And then you see that like, yeah, your next love relationship is going to be death. Then there is going to be a seed implanted in your head that is thinking that because of all the past experiences that you've had relationships with is going to lead in death. You're gonna slowly believe that too. Like, it's all about the seed. It's all about a seed. So that is personally why I don't partake in, you know, something like that, because I just have very, very strong beliefs about that. I'm a fish. Fish so good, guys. Guys, I'm peaceful. So peaceful. It just makes people not people in a way. Like, their personalities aren't going to be aligned with their zodiac signs. Yeah, I agree with that. Want to know themselves is not easy, and use MBTI or something. I hate when I can't place over 8 billion people into 12 or 16 meat boxes. Taurus, IDK Jackson. Yeah, I do think though that I think that MBTI, I think that personality tests, I think that horoscopes are a good way to get to know yourself when you're still trying to find yourself. And that's why I think that like teenagers and early adults also get very gravitated into it, because they are at the stage where they are learning about themselves. And, you know, once you get a little bit older, you start understanding who you are, what you hate, what you don't like who you are as a person. And maybe you do start solidifying your beliefs and things, you know, when they say like, hey, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Like, you absolutely can. It's just a mindset of like, if you are willing to be able to learn new things and be a different person. And some people are okay with staying the way they are, and then that is their decision to make. But yeah, I think it's definitely good to learn about yourself. I most have definitely partaken in learning about horoscopes and MBTIs in my earlier years, because I didn't know anything about myself. Whenever I did something, I always asked for advice, and now I am getting to the point in my life where I I know myself best, and I do things my own way, and I can't form myself to be something that I want to be, even though, you know, a lot of the traumas in my life point me to that direction. Be like, nah, you gotta be like this person, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. Like, now I have more of an intuition saying that, hey, May, you know who you are. You know that's not gonna work out for you. So just do your own thing. Just do your own thing. And I hope that everybody here on stream gets the opportunity to have that type of confidence in themselves where they feel comfortable enough to do things their own way, you know? There is no guide in life. You do things in the way that makes you feel at most peace. Really enjoying the stream. I'm glad I managed to catch it in time. Yeah, it's a very rare stream, isn't it? Words have power. The mod can be suggested. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Words have power. All suggestion. All suggestion. And that is the same way when people say, you know, like manifest. I hate the word manifest, by the way. I hate it. But, you know, like there is some truth to it. There is some truth to it. Maybe being a Jessica is easier. Yeah, maybe it would be. Just want to send a quick message and let you know I've recently been watching some of your music reactions, and I want to let you know your genuine reactions are amazing. Oh, that's so nice of you, Rich. Have a great stream. I really appreciate that. Well, I hope that you have a great day. You know, I stream a lot more than I release videos, so you know, if you ever want to chat, get to know each other, you know, feel free to stick around. But otherwise, you know, hopefully I'll be making more React videos in the future. I've kind of slowed down on making React videos because I'm a little bit of in a limbo. As I would say, a little bit of in a limbo of like what I want to do and what type of content that I want to create. So, you know, definitely thank you for your patience if you guys do like watching my reacts. I definitely have been thinking a lot more about, you know, what kind of content I want to put out, and really having these type of deep talks is something that I enjoy. I've been experimenting with different ways on being able to do that in an entertaining way, but I think yapping is a lot better than the ones that I have been experimenting on. You guys have noticed the mentality ASMR, you guys have noticed the way that I put it in tweets. And it just doesn't feel natural to me. So I think having these tea time conversations is probably the best way for me to have conversations with you, because it's more authentic. It feels more genuine to me. It feels like I'm having more of a real conversation rather than trying to roleplay things out. And it was good for a bit, you know? I had a lot of fun and experimented and tested things out. But I want to do things that will be more sustainable in the long run for me. So, you know, maybe this is something that I'll continue. I just have to remember to breathe. And, you know, we could just keep having some, like, really, really nice yapping sessions like this, you know? Not too serious, not too positive, not too negative. I never want to host a stream where everybody gets really depressed and sad for some reason. So I'm trying to not do that. Jack Black, let's go! Reaction is hilarious. Yeah, I love Jack Black. Yeah, I would definitely say that ASMR is not for me. I tried it. I really tried it, guys. I really tried it. Oh my gosh, her own way, Mayway. Sorry, I meant to say mine manifest. Oh, what really made me stop believing in them is the fact that there are programming classes that had me make those next door to mine. Make those next door to mine? The programming classes? Eh? I do like watching the reacts. Yeah, I do enjoy doing the reacts. Just like editing them is a lot. Editing the reacts is a lot. You could do more horror mystery discussion, May. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I think I'll experiment that at some point. I know I do, I have done a lot of the deep dive ones, but I feel that it doesn't have the same energy as like having this one-on-one conversations with you guys. So I think I just gotta rework it. I gotta experiment with it to see if I can find a way that is more fun for me, because like you know, something that I've learned as a streamer. So you guys are looking at it in more so of like a viewer type of viewpoint, right? But I'm going to let you guys know the streamer viewpoint on how I feel about like making contents and putting up streams and stuff. Oh, remember to breathe. Thank you. South stream, no way. Goodbye, Error. It was nice yapping with you. Yeah, so in a streamer point of view, I can like I don't look at like viewers or anything because that personally affects me. But how I have kind of navigated this is definitely by like vibe. For me personally, like if I'm having so much fun talking to you guys, if I'm really super into it, like that's when I know it's a good stream. That's when I know it's a good piece of content. Like if I'm having fun, I know you guys are having fun as well. Not that I wasn't having fun in deep dives, but when I was in deep dive, I think I was so distracted by learning how to not dox myself on stream and also trying to find the right pieces of information that it like slowed it down for a bit. It felt more like research May to me rather than me having a good time with you guys type of May. So that's why I'm like, huh, that kind of worked, but like it needed to be tweaked around a little bit, right? So that's why I had to kind of like put that on the back burner for a bit and try to like discover something else. So it's a little bit of experimenting, a little bit of like having fun, sticking with the things that work for me. And so far the karaoke, I always have fun, guys. Like karaoke is always like, I will never not stop having fun with karaoke. I will never stop being not silly in karaoke because that's just my favorite pastime. And the fact that I could just do it with you guys, like that's more than I can ask for. It's better than me being like crazy person just doing karaoke by myself and pretending like I have an audience, you know? ASMR is not for me either. I don't blame you. I'm sure you'll find a format that really works for you. Yeah, I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still learning, you know? Just because I am part of an agency doesn't mean that I am like, oh yeah, I'm a super expert streamer. I know exactly what to do. You know, I at the end of the day, I started this as an indie. And, you know, you guys already kind of know my history in this. Like, I stumbled along here, just like everybody else. And you guys are kind of just in here for my journey. And if you don't like it, then, you know, that's fine. And if you do like it, then I'm really happy to have you here. You know, feel free to join the train and we'll see where this takes us. Because I for sure don't know where it's going to take me. I don't really have any specific goals anymore, to be honest with you. Though I think I am forming a little bit of goals here. I think I do definitely want to take more of the music path with a lot of the things that I do. And, you know, horror is still definitely going to be a staple for me because it's something that I'm just genuinely interested in. Horror and like gaming and stuff and like learning new things. But like at the end of the day, I don't want to tie myself down to like specific niches. Like I'm just gonna follow where my heart goes, you know? The yoga fire levitating was pretty goated though. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I didn't know that there were people like that who existed. I don't think there's any problems with ASMR video streams. I listened to them and they were pretty calming and soothing. It's like more of a niche thing. You're literally talking to yourself. Yeah, like I don't think there was anything wrong with it. It's just like if I was to rate it at like level of how fun I was having, it's probably like maybe like a 3.5 for me. Cause like karaoke streams are like a definite 5 for me. These yapping sessions are like a 4.5, and the only reason why it's like a 4.5 for me is because like I end up like not breathing, and that's not a fun time. Not breathing is not fun. But talking with you guys is really fun, you know? I'm glad to either start doing a karaoke streams. It's obvious how much you and all of us enjoy it. Yeah. What, we ain't real? You're still discovering things. Yeah. Karaoke streams are my favorite regular format, but I'm probably enjoying the stream the most so far. Yeah, I just think that like I think that like the toughest part about all of this is really trying to like try to lead it into like a specific conversation, because this is like all free talk, guys, right? Like tea time, maybe I'll just have like a dedicated Saturday like tea time where we could just all talk and have a conversation and see where it goes. But like, I can't really like fit it into one thing. I think the problem is that I'm like, hey guys, we're gonna talk about this specific movie today, and then we ended up talking about everything else, and it kind of just goes haywire. Like, I don't know what to do with that, you know? Especially since this is not Twitch, this is YouTube. You gotta have like a specific topic of conversation, and you know. But like at this point, it doesn't matter anymore. It literally doesn't matter anymore. I'm just. I'm doing the screw it method, honestly. I talked to like marketing. We have a marketing team, guys. Did you guys know that? Aegis-Link has a marketing team, and I'm like, yeah. At this point, I don't really know what to do. We have so many projects that I have no time to think. I'm literally doing the screw it method right now. And we'll see where it goes. We're following our hearts. Do whatever and see where it takes you. Yeah, Johan. I, for one, am enjoying the journey. Yeah, I'm enjoying the journey with you guys, too. You're managing really well without oxygen, though. Maybe you're a scuba diver in my past life, you think? You think? An oxygen tank! I don't think I could get an oxygen tank. Okay, let me breathe. Breathing break. Okay, thank you. Everybody is yelling at me to breathe. Okay, let me take a sip of tea. Very good. Pearl diver, no doubt. Heck yeah. Alright, give me a second. Let me blow my nose for a bit. Okay. Wow, thank you so much for the sub, guy. Thank you. Really great to have you guys here. Really good to have you guys. I just woke up. Oh, good morning, Scott. Good morning. Make sure you get some breakfast, okay? It's like tea blow. Breathe. Oh my god. You know what would be the coolest thing? You know, like, if Aegis-Link gets really big, and, you know, I really hope that, you know, we become successful as a group and as a company. I would really love to actually have, like, a live tea event with you guys. Like, this is something, like, maybe I'll do this in management, because, like, I don't really have that many people who are Maeflowers, but when I have a lot of Maeflowers, I want to do a thing, right? Where we have a meet and greet. And I want to get Phoenix out to get a table. We're gonna get a table, like a little like 1x1 table. Put a flower in the middle and put what's it called, like I don't know, like what's it, a table runner on top. And I want you guys to like literally, physically sit down and have tea with me. Like I want to do that. Like I want Aegis-Link to have so much leverage at these events where we can actually plan a point where we can have tea time together. Like, either in front of me or like we can all just literally sit there. We can all just literally sit there and like just have tea time like in a really long table. And I could be at like we could be at the head of the table. And it'll be like, hey Fish, you wanna join us on tea? And then we could put Fish on the other side of the long table. And then like have Lan and Addie be like on the other two sides. AL Maid Cafe, wouldn't that be so cool? I think that would be so freaking cool, guys. That would be awesome. Maid Phoenix, yeah. We gotta get Phoenix dressed up in a maid uniform as well, and not just any maid uniform. It has to be like the long skirt maid uniform type. I gotta ask, what kind of tea? So everybody is gonna have their own specialty tea. I know Fish is going to have like the type of tea that she likes, but for me personally, there's going to be a non-caffeinated and caffeinated version. The non-caffeinated version is going to be a nice vanilla rooibos tea, and the caffeinated version is going to be a matcha, a simple classic. You know, you gotta be simple with these type of things. Can I have milk on my tea? Of course you can have milk on your tea. We'll even bring milk to the tea. Cult tea time, yes. And then we're going to have a pig in the middle of the table, which is going to be our sacrifice to the demon lords. The four of you add all cardinal points to the table. Everyone is equidistant, and thus it is fair. Exactly! Wouldn't that be great? So one of you guys could be like sitting next to like Addie, or you could be sitting next to Lan, and we could just all have conversations. I think that would be great. Long skirt type is the best. Yeah. You know, when I was younger, I always really enjoyed the short type of skirt maids. But now that I'm getting older, I'm like, maybe a long skirt is better. I've always considered myself a long skirt girly, despite the fact that, you know, I like cute things. It's like a mature type of cute thing, you know, from going from pink to purple, from going to short skirts to long skirts. It's a very mature type of femininity. See, you guys, I am 9,000 years old. I'm not just a baby. I'm not just a baby. I always thought Phoenix was more so maid bikini type of guy. You think so? You think so? Maybe we should ask him. Yeah, maybe we should ask... maybe we should ask Phoenix about that. Whoa, we have our OT? Wait, what? Wait, this is a future plan, okay? This is a future plan. This is something that we want. Wilty! Stop, guys! Oh my gosh, our very own tea. And then we could get wyvern milk. Oh my gosh! And then you could actually get like the milk in the bottle, and we could like physically have an event for that. Wouldn't that be great? I think that would be so cool. I think that would be so cool. In person or with screens to show your model. It would either be screens, or if we survive long enough, it would be holograms. You think we could survive to the point where like holograms exist and then we could get like holographic versions of ourselves to pop up? They do have that in Japan, you know? In Japan, they have like bars where you can literally have like holographic anime girls serve you and stuff. It's not popular right now, but we want to do that. I think that would be really cool, but that's some like big money stuff right there. I don't know if we could get to that big money stuff. Maybe one day. Instead of sacrificing the pig, can we just have lechon? No. We gotta sacrifice somebody at the table. Everybody's gonna be like looking around. It's like which one of us is gonna be sacrificed? It's like, all right, get in the middle of the table. Didn't we mention a sacrifice? Yes. I'm trying to consider the logistics of a tea event way too much. Yeah. We're just playing with ideas, you know? Just playing with some ideas. This is where ideas are born, guys. There's only 3 ways that you can have ideas come about: on the toilet, in the shower, or during tea time with me. Admitting being old on the stream. I could be socially awkward around AL. Where do I saw you? We could be socially awkward together. I think that would be so great. Holograms are a thing. We just need the money. Time to work, guys. It would be cool. I'm just concerned that would be too busy with technical side of things to enjoy the tea part. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe it would be better to just have screens. I did. I was recently in Best Buy the other day, and I did see that there was this TV where you could basically turn it around and it turns into like the vertical thing. Like, you know how you have those meet and greets at those conventions? They have that now that they could sell in Best Buy, and it's like I think like almost around $1,500. So it's very, very expensive. But I took a picture of it and I sent it to the Discord, and I'm like, I walked into Best Buy and I was thinking about this. What if we get $4,000 TVs for all of us so we could just bring us everywhere? And then Phoenix was like, May, please, I'm the one that has to carry all of this. And I was like, yeah, big muscle Phoenix, let's go. Or I could be the muscle too, you know, because I'm working out so much, because I'm trying to get a little bit more muscle in my body. I could bring the TV. I could be muscle May, Discord on the TV. Yeah, so I will most definitely tell you guys that if Aegis-Link had their very own TV, one for each of the girls, that will cost about $4,000 minimum just to be able to set that up. I'll bring the random. Wait, tea mug signing event. Let's go. Let me go. Yeah, it's also like one of my. I mean, I wouldn't really call this a dream. I just think it would be a really, really cool thing if you know, I could make my own little tea brand, or like make my own mead. But I know that you need like an alcohol license to have mead. But like, May mead. I really want to make May mead. Maybe I should just like make it straight from my home. Though I'm a little bit afraid of like honeybees. I would definitely need to find some way to get some honey and be able to like pour it somewhere. I don't know. I'm just playing with ideas. I just think that it would be a really cool thing. Muscle mommy made Phoenix. Do I sign up? 4K easy, bro. We Sin members are quite broke. That is why we have settled to the Wilk scheme. Honeybees are quite docile. You think so? You think so? I don't think I've ever really like touched the honeybees before, so I think that's why. Make me day where can I buy that? Oh man. I think we gotta start a whole farm out there. We got the milk, we got the mead. I think tea would be perfect for fish. And then Lan, I don't think we have a signature food thing for Lan yet. She just has a lot of cursed food, but not particularly one thing. Like maybe like a cheeseburger or something. So I don't know. A tea? A tea meg? A meg of tea? I've seen so many people just get into apiculture. The biggest problem is being in an area suitable to feed them. Yeah, you gotta be like out in the middle of nowhere or something. And that's really hard, especially if you're trying to like do like a job thing, you know? Fish! Whoa! Fishing! Biscuit, fried rat? Okay, but like if we're gonna have a live tea but you guys really want to eat fried rat in the middle of the table, it's like, oh yeah, look at this cute tea. Oh yeah, look at this nice milk. Yeah, look at this. It's like, all right guys, here's the main course. Here's the fried rat. Fried rat coming up. Bam. Lana is a coffee. Oh yeah, she is. She is a coffee drinker. Oh, so instead of focusing on food, you just focus on drinks. The milk. The coffee? No. Because Lan, the coffee, Lan's coffee, Lan's coffee, May's mead, and Fish's tea. That sounds about right. Coffee, many of them mixed together in one cup. All types of coffee. Yeah. Well, hopefully Lan doesn't serve you the ferret poop coffee. You know, I would like to try that, the ferret poop coffee. Not that I would eat like poop or anything like that. It's considered a delicacy in many countries. Okay, I heard that it had a very interesting flavor because I tried things at least once. Maybe I should get Lan to try it, see if she likes it, and then you know, if she really likes it, then that could be served. That could be the main event sort of deal. I'll be like, what the heck is that fried thing in the middle? Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy, guys. Oh my gosh. Let me get my drink. Okay. So what other things that's happening right now? Other than Offkai, oh, definitely let me know, guys. If you go to Offkai, let me know if you're open to. You can be completely anonymous. Let me know who you are. I definitely would love to see a face to the name when I like have conversations and stuff. I think it would be really cool. And same thing with Vexpo as well. I don't know if there's anybody here from Europe who's going to Vexpo, but you know, we could definitely have like some sort of like conversation there. We could talk to each other, and I'll be able to finally meet you guys in person. That's really cool. The idea of a meet and greet tea party is definitely fun. Yeah, I'm gonna try the Kopi Luwak. Yeah, that's what it's called, Kopi Luwak. What would exactly be happening at a tea event? I think it would be pretty funny if it was just 100 people in the room silently sipping tea in complete silence. Exactly that. I think that's what's gonna happen, to be honest with you. I hope I wrote it right. Well, people don't know it's ferret poop unless someone else tells them, so you might or might not have already tried it without knowing. I mean, like, they usually tell you though. Like, if you buy it at a store, yeah, if you buy it at a store, then like you'll be able to do that. Vexpo? Yeah, Vexpo. I know, it's like, it's really far. I'm unable to make it either. Unfortunately, perhaps another set of conventions. That's okay, that's okay. We'll hopefully be here for a while. We'll be here for a while, so there will definitely be more opportunities in the future. We're going global, guys! Isn't that so exciting? I never thought I'd be here. You know, for the longest time, a little bit of a vulnerable thing, but like, when I got into Aegis-Link, I honestly felt like I didn't deserve to be here. I honestly felt like everybody was so talented that I was kind of like... I felt so bad. And I told this to the girls and they made me feel better about it. They're like, yes, you do deserve to be here. I'm like, I know, but like everybody's so talented. I literally just started. I don't know anything. And they're like, no, people want to go on a journey with you, May. You are cool. You belong here. And so, you know, I'm kind of just taking all of this with grace. Like the fact that I'm trying to work the mentality on me, where I'm like, oh yeah, we're going global now. Like, a lot of VTubers would kill to be in this position, and I'm kind of just like, I'm just very grateful, you know? At the end of the day, whether or not I believe I deserve certain things, I'm just like, oh, you know, it came by, and I'm gonna consider this a gift. This is a nice gift that, like, life has given me, and I will just take it in stride. I will just, you know, I'll just go along with it. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm just gonna be a part of this journey, and we'll build a nice community together, and, you know, hopefully VTubing happens for a very long time. I've really fallen in love with this medium. I've really, you know, fallen in love with the creativity of this. Like, I never expected to be here, but it's honestly like everything that I thought. See, I thought I dreamed of being many different things in life, but this has been the ones that have been the most creatively fulfilling to me for a very long time. Let's see. I'm unable to make it. Oh wait, let's see. Sacrificial Dagger, Soul of MAEFAE. Dude, that sounds really hardcore. I'm in the U.S., but I'm still going to Vexpo. Wow, that's dedication, Kai. Oh my god, dedication, crazy. I'm from Europe, but going for UK feels a bit pricey. The university student money is non-existent. That's okay, JK. Yeah, I know that not a lot of people can make it during like certain events. And you know, to be honest with you, one, it is a way for us to be able to meet, you know, a lot of the sinners that we've met for the past 6 months. But I also think that it's a way for us to promote ourselves so that we can actually like grow as a group. And, you know, hitting 2 birds with 1 stone, which is great. I think all of the Sin Towns felt that way to some extent because of how humble all of you are. Either it's the humbleness, or we're all just like mildly, deeply insecure. Except Fish. I think Fish is the strongest one. I really admire her so much. I'm strong in my own ways too, but I am also a little bit. I got a little screws loose there. I got a little bit of like broken, cracked pieces that I'm in the process of trying to figure out, you know? May, you know how people think the same about you? They say you and how talented you are and how hard you work, and you inspire them. Yeah, that means a lot. That means a lot. That's why whenever you guys like send me messages, I'm always like, oh, yeah, you know what? This is worth it. This is really worth it. I'm curious, if you intend on doing an IRL event, do you intend on revealing your face or keeping it hidden? Unless you already revealed it. This is not a face reveal one. So I have decided, like, in the very beginning of, like, my debut journey that, I will not be revealing my face. I will always be staying as me, you know, whether it's through TV or through a holographic form. You know, my human form, you know, the human that I am attached to has a completely, you know, different type of life than I do with here, right? And, you know, they might conjoin sometimes. I might share some stuff that my human being is doing, and my human being might share stuff that I'm doing, but we are... It's kind of weird to say that we're completely different entities, we're completely different people, but I will always be through this. You know, it's very easy to find me, honestly. It's very easy to find, like, a face. I really don't care too much if people see my like face or anything like that. It's just that, you know, I want to make sure that all the girls are protected, and I want to make sure that I'm not doing this just for myself. I'm doing it for the entire team. I'm doing it for the entire company, and yeah. Plus, it's more fun this way, you know? It's more fun this way. I think that with limitations, it allows more creative freedom, in my opinion. Yeah, I really like how open and approachable this community has been. Speaking of all 4 groups, seeing as they cross-pollinate, yeah, we definitely... We're all very different people, but we also are... We also have like these similarities in the fact that like we can really have like these type of conversations with each other. She's strong, true, don't dismiss yourself. Really eager to see 3D hologram me. I'm gonna stick along... I'm gonna stick... long? I can't talk anymore. I'm gonna stick around long enough to be able to get to 3D hologram version of me. Fairy May and Human May are 2 different beings. Yes. We're 2 different beings. Very, very different. Being insecure is not a sin. It's a learning curve, and it's alright to feel unsure sometimes, yeah. I think I have gone about this feeling very, very unsure of myself, and, you know, I am learning so much about it. too. You know, I'm learning so much about myself just being a part of VTubing, because this is the most in touch I have been to, like, my child heart. And it sounds really corny. It sounds really corny, but me, MAEFAE, this is the closest to, like, my inner child. Like, everything that I do here is the closest to my inner child as much as possible, and I want to be able to cultivate that. Wait, your Vexpo is in Birmingham? It's so close, but I'm down to be able to make it. Hope you enjoy it, even it's in Birmingham. Yeah, I always hear things about, like, Birmingham, like, this is not, like, that good of a location, or I'm not sure. It is very close, but yeah, so we are going to be in Vexpo. So are we gonna have a human being versus MAEFAE arc for the control of the channel? Maybe if I ever get comfortable with it. I don't think I'm comfortable with it at the current moment. I don't think I'm, like, you know, for a very long time, I don't think I'm gonna be very comfortable in showing my human form with things. But if my human does achieve certain things in the real world that I feel is relevant to this space, then I will definitely share that with you guys. I definitely want to share, like, my experiences and my joys and lots of different things. I actually have some news for you that I want to share, but now is not the right time to share it because it has not been released yet, so I'm gonna let you know. I will let you know. May as human being. Yeah, there's my fairy form, there's my worm form, there's the human form. You know, I've sucked in many souls in most of my lifetimes. Yeah. But, like, on the topic of the conversation, I was actually hanging out with Umiko last Sunday. I don't know if you guys remember Umiko. She's the girl that I did the fish tier list with. We hung out with each other for, like, the whole day. We had dinner and we walked around the park, and, you know, we're actually going to be going to Alkai together, and it's going to be really fun. And, you know, we were kind of just talking about, like, things that we were going through, like, in VTubing and, like, creating content, because we've gone into a very closer, deeper relationship ever since VTubing started. I honestly thought that she would not come back into my life. Like, literally, I was serving as a maid in a maid cafe, and she was just a customer. Umi was just a customer. She was just a cute customer that I served, and we thought it would just be, like, a one-and-done thing. But then, you know, we cosplayed every once in a while together, but we never really became, like, super close friends. And then when we started VTubing, that was a time when we really got to know each other, and we really helped each other's out, because there was a lot of, like, struggles, and there was also, like, heights, you know? You can't just celebrate VTubing achievements with, like, normal people. They'll be like, what do you mean? Like, that's not something that we can, like, celebrate with, because we don't understand it. And, you know, I messaged her the other day, and I was saying that, like, you know what? No matter what happens in this VTubing space, no matter, like, if it goes good, if it goes bad, or whatever, the one thing that I will always be thankful of is the fact that, like, we became closer as friends. You know, even if, like, even at the end of the day, like, if things don't work out, I'm really happy that I got to know you as a person, and I'm really happy that, you know, we're able to just, like, hang out and really just, you know, just be there for each other outside of content creation. Because I know that she was struggling a little bit on, like, making friends, because a lot of her friends in the VTubing community either don't stream anymore, or they're part of corporations, so they're really like, busy, right? And she's really sad about it, and she's, like, you know, trying to it's hard to make friends when you're already established with that. And one of the advice that I gave her is, like, yeah, I mean, I have a hard time making friends too. As you can tell, I don't really do a lot of, like, collabs often, because I just have a hard time making friends. It takes a long time for me to open up. But I told her that, like, you know, like, why don't you, like, try to be friends with people? And it does, if they're a VTuber, great. If they're not a VTuber, like, it doesn't matter, right? Be friends with them because you have something that you're, like, interested in with them, like, whether it's music, whether it's a video game, whether it's an anime, because that is a way to form a much more genuine connection with them, and, like, actually build a relationship with them, rather than, like, oh, hey, yeah, we're VTubers, but like for what, you know? Like, what other things, like, what other things can we actually connect on? And I think for me, I don't know if you guys have, like, noticed on, like, Twitter and stuff, I've actually been reaching out more to, like, like singers. It's easier for me to reach out to V singers than any other type of VTubers because all the V singers that I reach out to, I am actual fans of. You know, I want to be friends with people that like I actually really admire their work and I'm a fan and they inspire me to keep going. And it doesn't matter how big or how small you are or whatever. Like for me, it's just like, dang, the fact that you put in that dedication to get to that skill level and be so freaking good at it and like and put motion. Like that's why I love Ado. That's why I love like. I don't know, like Nana Asteria. Like that's why I love like Rita Kamishiro. Yeah, don't tell them. I'm not friends with them yet. I'm not friends with them yet. I literally just like I just look at them from a distance. I look at them from a distance, and like there have been times where I just got so compelled and inspired by the work that they do that I reach out to them without feeling so self-conscious about it. Like a great example is like Riki, right? I know like Riki Puppet is on a hiatus right now. But oh my gosh, guys, if you guys haven't watched Riki Puppet, what made me reach out to her, because I've been stalking for her for a while, is the fact that she did a short cover of Linkin Park's Giving Up. You guys know the song Giving Up? With that freaking 17-second metal scream? Like the oh my gosh, dude, I was so freaking mind blown. Like, I was so freaking mind blown the fact that she could, like, do that. I was like, bro, that's my goal. That's my goal. What the frick? So, like... so I got on Twitter, I DM'd her, and I was like, girl, you are so amazing. You are so amazing. Let's talk about metal music together. So we literally just talked about metal music because there is not a lot of VTubers in the space that like listen to metal music. Like obviously, you know, there's a lot of metal V singers that I am very aware of, like Obi Cat Cat, Zephyriana, Fru. I am very, very well aware of like the metal VTubers, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot, like, with, you know, considering, like, the entire space of the VTuber sphere. So, you know, I get very happy when I find people with similar music tastes. And that's how I was able to get connected. So, like, be so inspired, be so, like, freaking obsessed that you just, like, reach out to them. And then, like, that's how you form, like, a friendship, you know? It could be, like, deeper at a certain point, but, like, you know, friendships take time. Friendships take time, you know? I'm derailing the conversation, but I feel like there's a difference between making friends and making friends who you can always talk to and whom you're close to. I just met Riki's channel a while ago and already became a fan. Yeah, no, Pancho, yeah, I really love Riki. Riki's really cool. I'm friends with Riki's mods. I can always ask them to spread the word to her once she returns. Oh my gosh, you guys don't even know. You guys don't even know. I plan on inviting like Riki. Like if I ever do any like metal related things, like Riki is like my go-to. I am honestly such a huge fan of her. I just showed her to some friends a few days ago. I'm really struggling to make that second type of friend right now, which has been causing me to feel pretty lonely, especially since the whole friends getting in relationship is ongoing. One-way friendship can still be considered a friendship. You know, you know, this is like something that I kind of go through as well. I think it's important to be able to learn how to like redefine friendships, because friendships when you were younger is a lot different from friendships as an adult. I think that even if you have friends where you do very specific things with, but you guys aren't like a friends for life thing, that's completely okay. Because I don't really have friends for life situations where I could just talk to them about anything, to be honest with you. And I really had to settle with that fact, because growing up, I've always wanted to be the type of person to, you know, to be a part of a group of friends. You know, I've always wanted my own friend group, but I was kind of just like a butterfly, you know? I just hopped around, never really having a particular group of like friendships, never really having somebody. Even the person that I call my best friend right now, I didn't talk to her for like over 10 years. And the only reason why we talk now is because we live close to each other. You know? But you know that it's a true type of friendship if you can not talk to each other for years and you can grow and then you could still meet up and still talk. So you know, I think it's important to redefine friendships later on because it's just a lot more mentally healthy for you guys. I'm talking to myself too, not just you. I'm not giving any advice right here, but it's just more mentally healthy, and I think it makes you appreciate the people that come into your life a little bit more, right? Even if it's like a one-off thing, it's like, oh, I'm glad I met that person because they changed something in me. They changed some sort of perspective in me that makes me a better person, and I'm glad I will consider them as a friend. It's like a no strings attached sort of thing, right? I used to be really sad that like some people couldn't reciprocate that. Like even my best friend, like she hates driving. I was always the one to like drive over to her. I was always the one to kind of like pursue that with her until I realized that you know, she's just a homebody. She's that type of person. And I realized that, you know, I love her. I love her, and I love her the way she is. And, you know, I don't have any qualms about that. If I put in a little bit more effort in that aspect of the relationship, there are other ways that she makes me feel like we're friends. You know, the fact that sometimes, you know, before we leave, she says, I love you to me. The fact that, you know, she gives me gifts sometimes. There's still a little bit of a give and take, but we work with our strengths and weaknesses. Yeah. Even internet friends are friends, just not I hug them when I meet them, friends. Yeah. And it has gotten a little bit convoluted over time because the topic of parasocialism, the topic of, you know, like stalkers or like, you know, oshis and all that stuff, idol culture. This is why I'm considered anti-idol. No, I'm just kidding. I do love the idol culture a lot, but I really align more with like the anti-idol alternative scene type of like music. That's why I call myself an anti-idol. I do love like idol culture sometimes. But like at the end of the day, like whether it's a parasocial relationship, a friendship, like a romantic relationship, this is a relationship, and this is something that needs to be taken like seriously. I mean, very seriously, but like, you know, not very seriously. You almost want to have fun. You also want to have fun together. But yeah, you know, being able to have like multiple friends, multiple touch points, and you could go to them when you know that they are good for you. Yeah. I'm glad to have met all the persons in my life because either they like me or not, I like them, and their existence have helped me to become who I am now. Yeah, that is like how do you call it? Unconditional love. Yes. So that is what you call an unconditional love, and it's not just like a romantic type of love that I'm talking about. Like even unconditional love for friends, like, you know, like even just talking to you as chat, right? Like there is a sort of unconditional like love I have for you guys in a way that like it does not matter if you know, if you pay, if you take my merch, if you do like whatever. I just like being here and talking with you guys. I like having a conversation with you. I like getting to know you. I like the fact that, you know, like we could just talk to each other about games and music and metal music and, you know, all that stuff. You know, obviously like this is also a business and I also have my goals in content creation. But you know, you just want to be, you know, life is too short, guys. The only reason why I have this mentality is because I literally almost died. Maybe if I didn't almost die, I would have been a completely different person. But there is some point in your life when you feel so much restraint in the things that you do that you're just like, why am I like this? And then once you learn how to let go, it just makes life so much easier, and it just makes it so much more fun and interesting to do or be around or forget. I don't know. I don't know how to speak English. I enjoy neats. Yes, all the neats. It's okay. I'm starting to consider myself a neat now. A grass touching neat. Is that possible? I still love to touch grass. I enjoy all the friends I have. I see them and talk to them, enjoy their company. But once I'm home, I recognize how I don't have anyone I can talk to about the random things which I'd like to have. I mean, Death Kid, it's pretty much the same thing. Same thing here as well. You know, like I could talk to people about like anime and video games, but I also like I can't talk to people about hiking. I can't hike with anybody. But I think that's why you also have to like if you don't have a friend specifically for that, you have to pursue somebody for that, and it might take a long time. But I do hope that you're gonna be able to, you know, find that, you know, the special friend that could do that for you. You know, and just know that it does take a long time to build a relationship, and it does take a lot of effort. And you know, some people might think it's too tiring to pursue, but if you really like the person, then it will just come naturally to you. You know, you want to be people you're around. Hi Kami, it's nice to see ya. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. How are you doing today? How's work and everything? It's Philly. It's given Philly. It's given land Philly. Personally, I'm willing to listen and engage in any conversation. Just expect to explain the basics I won't know about. Yeah, I think that's the same thing for me. I think that like with friendships and stuff, I consider myself more of a listener than a yapper. It's just that like when I stream, I can't just like listen to you guys. I turn straight up into a yapper. My definition of a friend is like when he or she is in trouble, I would pick his or her side even when I don't know what happened. That's interesting. I'm good, finally free. How about you? Oh, well, this is one of my more free days, to be honest with you. It's the sun is shining. It's been raining all week, but now things are getting better, so it's feeling pretty good actually. Yeah, I think for me, I feel my definition of friendship is like, what is my definition of friendship? I think my definition of friendship is like just somebody I like being around. I know that's like really basic, but I think it's more of the fact that like there are some people who just genuinely enjoy being around other people, but like they're not friends, right? But for me personally, if I like your energy and I want to be around you and I am not like pushed away from being around you, I think that's what I consider as a friend. Because it's really rare for me to be in a circumstance where I am completely comfortable with somebody, but once I am completely comfortable with somebody, that is what I consider. Like, oh yeah, we're friends now. Even if they might not think it, you know? Even if they think that I am just an acquaintance. Like, to me, like, that's a friend. I don't care if you think I'm an acquaintance or whatever. I don't know, like, a lot of unconditional love. I will say, though, that I feel like I have had my heart broken several times from friendships because sometimes, you know, I put out, like, a lot of deep love for the friendship and I think that we're friends. But then, like, there are some people that just like, oh, no, like, you know, we talk to each other, but we're not really, like, that close. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's okay too. That's okay too. But you know, I think I've really gotten used to heartbreak, right? You can't experience full happiness without experiencing full heartbreak. So I will accept those negative feelings and and I'll just keep trudging on when it comes to that. Early work into community day. Oh, community day. Early work. When I say philia, I mean the Greek word which means love as friendship. Oh, so the Greek word, yeah. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Greek. There's not a lot of people I know who speak Greek, actually. I'm such a yapper that with my friend, we have the agreement that whenever she wants to say something, but she is afraid of interrupting me, she sent me an image through Discord DM. Honestly, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. I am like, I'm actually a little bit I'm a little bit like being more conscious with interrupting, because when I yap about certain things, I tend to interrupt people, and I know that people could perceive that as rude, and I'm trying not to, but it just comes from the fact that when I was younger, I never really had the opportunity to really speak my mind about certain things, and I was pretty quiet for the most part, so I never know when is a good time to really like go into the conversation, because once there's that lull, I'm like, oh, it's time to go in, and then it's a little too late. Like my reaction time's a little late, so I'm trying to get a little bit better with the interrupting aspect of things. I think for me, it's someone who would still be my friend for what I am, and not for what I can give, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's a part of it too, Gandhi. Yeah, like what I am instead of like what I give, because you have to be really careful with certain things, especially if you're like networking and stuff, you know? Friendships is just like networking. I hate networking. I've reached a point where I don't care if you think of me as a friend or not. I'm calling you as friends. You can't stop me. That's the way to go, Pacha. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get to that point too, though. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hi, Hachi. It's nice to see you at 1 a.m. right now. No way, we're still talking. Oh my gosh, it's 1 p.m. I've been talking for so long. Oh, sorry guys. Dang, are we having deep talks? You know, I never really planned for, you know, these conversations to go a specific way for tea time. It's literally just free talk. But I think we end up having conversations, like deep talk conversations, because that is what that's what I end up doing. Naturally philosophizing. It was actually really funny because I was talking to my friend because we had dinner together, and whenever I talk to them, they basically said that, do you always like philosophize whenever you have conversations? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. And she's like, yeah, like I feel like whenever we have dinner together or like we go out, for some reason you always talk about very deep topics, and I'm like, I don't know, what do normal people talk about? And they're like, I don't know. They talk about games, they talk about movies, they talk about like how their day has been, and I'm like, I don't care about that. I wanna know how you're doing. I want to know how you're doing. Like, what's going on in your head right now? What are you thinking about in life right now? Like, I can't stop myself, guys. I'm sorry. Should we call these streams our symposiums? What does symposium mean? What does symposium mean? People bounce off each other from tea party to therapy. Yeah. I mean, I don't consider this a therapy session though. I literally just think about this as like talking about life. Like this would be us right now if we really were just like having, if we really were just like catching up with each other or whatever. One would call it therapy. Smirks. Not the smirks, not the badumps, not the... Honestly, life is weird. One day it'll be the best day of the year, the next will be the worst or top 5 bad days. Either way, I cherish both of them as both lessons from me as a reminder. Yeah, that's the way to go. That's the freaking... You should have said therapy. Honestly, yeah, should I just call this therapy? I call this smis, but like, we're not really talking about anybody in general. I think I should do therapy. Yeah? You want to do therapy? Does this really feel like a therapy session to you guys? Like, this is a normal conversation for me. I can't believe this is a therapy session for you guys. What the heck? I used to get anxiety about reaching out to people, even to people I've known for a long time, but ever since I joined the communities of Aegis-Link, I've had no issues reaching out there. Oh, I'm so glad, Kai. I'm so glad that it's helping you out. I'm so glad that like we're all changing here. We're all affecting each other and changing ourselves to be. I don't know. I don't even know what we're turning into. Hopefully, it's a good thing though. Small talk verse, yeah, just all small talk. I got you. Symposiums were essentially philosophers gathering in ancient times to discuss whatever came to mind during dinner. Nowadays, it's specialists discussing extremely specific subjects. Oh, really? I didn't know what that was. I thought symposium, it kind of sounds like I don't know, like a maestro sort of thing. I thought it was like an orchestral type of thing. That's what I thought about symposiums, but that's a very interesting conversation. Symposium. I mean, isn't a symposium just a fancy way of saying free talk though? Isn't it the same thing? Because if I wrote symposium, they'd be like, oh yeah, this is so fancy. MAEFAE is so she's too bougie for us. MAEFAE is so bougie. I have gotten called that before, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little as stingy as I am as a person. I have standards, okay? I like bougie. I like the luxury side of life. You know why? Because I'm a Taurus. Because I'm a Taurus. I'm just kidding. No, I do like the good side of life. I love aesthetics. I love beauty. I love gourmet. I love fancy words. I love fancy music, okay? I will not deny that about myself. I like the beautiful things in life, and no one can deny that from me. Can't be sorry, but you can't give me back my tears. Guys, these puns. These puns. Anything saving my sanity is therapy to me. A pretty normal conversation for me, just a lot more people than usual. Yeah, usually this type of thing is like better in a one-on-one situation than more people kind of like hopping in. See, that's why I struggle with group situations. I don't even know what group situation people talk about, to be honest with you. We're just talking about friendships. I haven't been active in the Aegis community. Maybe I should try to do that. Maybe I'll get new friends. Yeah, la. I would definitely say that, you know, there's many different types of people here. You know, I think the best thing is that everybody has like very different interests. Everybody has very different personality types. Everybody has different like gaming types. That you will probably find somebody in the community that you like really resonate with, and you know you could talk with them. And I really like that. I think we're all very like distinctly different from each other. Maybe a bougie way of saying conference. It's really bougie. It's really bougie. I have to say though, I like these conversations more than normal discussions. They're not my cup of tea. Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that as well. These conversations are a little bit more mentally stimulating to me. Non, je déteste le français. Je ne veux pas parler. No, don't hate it. Don't hate it, deaf kid. Don't hate it. I think you're doing well with it. Je ne veux pas en parler. Oh, correction. Wow, we got some very intelligent people here. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, it's already 1 o'clock. I think it's time for me to cook some food at this point. I really like you a lot. I really like you a lot, all of you, and I'm pretty sure that I ended up in this community. Same Pancho. Oh, I'm so happy that you guys are here. I'm so happy. I hope that we can have more adventures together. Many more adventures and more crazy things and yeah, all that goodies. Omelette du fromage. No, not hot dog with the omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage. Okay, now whisper it to your fellow Mayflower up dog. Omelette du fromage. That's the next rizzing line. All right, okay. I'm gonna try to figure out who can we raid into today. Anybody streaming today? Let's see. I guess I like everybody here. Gandhi's a tsundere. Oh my gosh. Maybe the ancient philosophers are big time yappers. I totally think they're yappers. They're like introverted yappers. Probably. I think so. Okay, let's go into... Alright, so Aruri is streaming right now, and we're gonna be raiding into her for today. Let me just click on her really quickly here. Dun 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 dun. Kana? Oh, is Kana streaming? Maybe we could do... I know... let's see. Kana, Aruri... Oh wait, Kana is... Okay. Yeah, I know I did raid into Aruri last time, and it's been a while since we went into Kana stream. So let's go into Kana, and then we could go into Aruri next time around. Kana. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining tea time with me. I think we could do a little bit more tea time in the future. I just have to remember to breathe for next time, but great having these conversations with you, and I hope I could see you guys at Offkai. And if not at Offkai, at Vexpo, and if it's not at Vexpo, then one of the many conventions that we will be going to in the future. Okay guys, our time has come. It is time to end, but I had a really great time with you, okay? Goodbye! Goodbye, guys! The European people are awake. Oh my gosh! I can't believe it's time to end. Alright, goodbye. Mwah, 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 goodbye. What? Did you just get raided into? What the frick? Hold on, guys. Hello? Hello, raiders? You literally just got me at the tail end of the stream. What the frick? We were just having some deep conversations. I was like, all right, it's time to... This is awkward. Okay. Okay. A couple more minutes, guys. Couple more minutes. Hello, Raiders. Hello, thank you for raiding in here. I hope you had a great stream. Hello, everyone. It's MAEFAE, your hardcore flower fairy. Are we raiding ourselves? Guys. Oh my gosh. Welcome in. For those who do not know me, my name is MAEFAE, and I love to do I love to play horror games, and I do really crazy karaoke streams. And today was a really long yapping session. Oh my god, Red. Hi May, hi Taring. Thank you so much for stopping. Goodbye. Dude, yeah. We were literally having like really deep conversations about like friendships and stuff, and you know, like really heartwarming things. Don't tell me the stream is extended. I would hate for them to have it. The Raiders jump scare. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, well, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. Yeah, so you know, a lot of these free talks are very rare, and one of the reasons why I would say that they were rare to me personally is because at least 2 to 3 times during the stream I have stopped breathing, and I eventually had to kind of take a step back and get chat to remind me to breathe with these conversations. Yes, they're very mentally stimulating for sure. But also at the same time, my brain goes like 3,000, 5,000, 6,000 miles per hour with these sort of things. But I guess, you know, since we have a short time together, I kind of want to know, Raiders, if you would like to partake in the conversation in our tea time here. What is your favorite tea? Do you like tea? Do you like coffee? Are you more of a water person? I do not know what you are, but I would like to know a little bit more about you guys, because these are, you know, these are our times when we get to really know each other, you know? Maybe if we get others to raid me, we can get the ultimate infinity yapping stream. You know, there is going to be a very specific point when I don't have any projects where I'm literally just going to be yapping for hours, to be honest with you. Hey, don't stop breathing like that. I can't help myself. See, y'all, I really cannot help myself. There's literally nothing I can do except for you guys reminding me to do that, okay? Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess a little bit of a taste of things that we do talk about. I do have some big news for you guys. You remember when we were talking about the Annabelle doll tour in the last stream? So for context, a lot of the people here know that the Annabelle doll, if you have guys watched the Conjuring series, they're basically bringing them on a US tour. And the last place that the Annabelle doll has been to is in, what's it called? Virginia and in New Orleans. And 2 buildings have basically burned down so far ever since the Annabelle doll has visited New Orleans. And I did my research, and in the last 2 days, Annabelle was actually in Connecticut. So it kind of loops back around to our conversation earlier about the haunting in Connecticut. There are many hauntings in Connecticut, and Connecticut is probably one of the most haunted places, aside from like Massachusetts or something. There was some sort of scale on it, and I am on the lookout to see if there are any happenings with things in Connecticut. Hopefully buildings are not burning down, but still very dangerous, because there are a lot of ghosts and a lot of spirits there that the Annabelle doll, which is rumored to have a demon living inside of it, can get in contact with. So we are well aware. We're trying to catch up to it. Hopefully it does not catch up to us. Honestly, if they ever have a Robert doll do a tour, I'm moving the country. Yes, Robert doll is, I think, infinitely scarier, which I am not sure. That statement is haunted. Yes, yes. I really do want to go to a haunted place, but knowing my luck, it's probably gonna follow me around everywhere. But that's just a little bit of like a trinket, little trinket for you guys. I guess like the last thing I do want to say before I go and head off on stream, because this is very, very much related to what we're talking about. I did put up a Twitter post on the fact that there are a lot of people in my family who have the third eye, and I am the only person who does not have the third eye. So it's either the fact that everybody in my family is schizophrenic or crazy, or they could actually hear / see or feel demons and spirits, and I'm the only person here who does not feel it. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I smell that, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. It just smells like rotten eggs to me. It just smells like rotten eggs to me. Or it'd be like, wow, wait, can you sense that? It's really cold. I'm like, nah, I think you just need a jacket. I think your blood sugar levels are going low. You just need a snack. Thank you so much for the sub. Are we rating MAEFAE again? Yeah. We're still gonna be rating Kana, guys. I'm just telling you guys my story about my third eye. You lose your genetics, gotcha. Yeah, that's a gas leak. We need to leave. Yeah, and I was also talking to Riki too, and Riki can also like see spirits and stuff, and she was talking about the fact that she's like very, very curious about being able to develop this specific power that she has. And she was like, it's time for you to unlock your third eye, May. And I'm like, I don't think I have a choice. Like, I'm very interested in these type of things, but like, unless I specifically go out there, put like a weird cult circle in the middle of the ground and go like, oh, spirits, give me the power of opening the third eye, which I am very scared to do. I don't think I'm ever gonna get it. Anime protagonist lore. I'm not an anime protagonist. That is my life. I just live around a bunch of people who can see and feel and experience these things, and they're telling me about it, and I'm literally like, yeah, I agree with you guys, yeah. So that's why I believe it. I don't go through it. I haven't completely died yet, but anime told me you'll develop the strongest power eventually. You think I'm eventually gonna go crazy at some certain point? Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy. At least you caught the stream. Yeah, third eye was Hiya's power from Yu Yu Hakusho. It'll be ending in a few minutes though. Great idea for a stream. No. I'm too scared, guys. I'm too scared. Especially knowing my luck with my family members. Okay, so this is really weird. I don't know why. I don't know why this happens, but every single time I have, you know, like I come around and I have a family member who has some spirit or third eye thing, and there is some sort of like entity in a particular spot or in a particular area. For some reason, those ghosts, spirits, whatever is there, they immediately find out that that particular person in my family can sense them, and then they gravitate towards them, and they end up bringing it to our home. I don't know how. I don't know any. Like I don't know. Like this is just things that happen, and it ends up being my fault because I'm the one interested in it. When my family members are just trying to stay away from anything related to horror as much as possible. And the last time this happened, I literally had my family member go and visit somebody, and they had something there, and literally at 4 o'clock in the morning, my cats ended up growling at something in the corner of the kitchen, and we just had to put them back to bed. I can't feel it, I can't do anything, it's just a very unfortunate circumstance, so... Handcam unlocking my third eye now. I've never seen anything supernatural, even in the rare haunted locations I've visited. Yeah, you definitely do not have the third eye delta. Anime says, if Truck-kun comes after you, you'll suddenly become a level 1 player with a god-level power in another world. Yeah. I think you actually won, May. Yeah, I don't think it's actually very good to have like a third eye because, you know, I ask them sometimes, I'm like, don't you ever get like scared or tired of it? And they're like, yeah, in the beginning I was really scared, but like now I literally just like, I just like flip the ghost or the demon off. It's just like I have no time for this. So literally a bunch of people in my family are just a bunch of like cranky spirit seeing people who are just sick of them following them around, and they're just like, dude, just go away. Like if you're not gonna take my soul, you're not gonna do anything. Just leave me alone. Still willing to fist fight the first ghost that want to have a go at me, but I think they're all scared of my late grandmother. Heck yeah, you know, we love a strong grandmother like that. But yeah, that's my last point of conversation, guys. Just a little bit of taste of the conversation that we were having, especially for the raiders out there. I will definitely have more tea time soon, so you know, if you guys wanna yap and whatnot, let's chat more, shall we? Having a third eye like Tien from Dragon Ball. Heck yeah, heck yeah. All right, I'm officially leaving. Trust. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you around next time. Goodbye. Bye.